What's going on, everybody? You're watching Knicks Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green, and a little Monday night primetime hoops for the New York Knicks, taking on the Atlanta Hawks, a team that, since the NBA trade deadline, has been one of the best in the National Basketball Association. And the New York Knicks come into this game as underdogs, according to Las Vegas, a Knicks team that has not been playing that great of hoops as of late, and I believe they've lost 5 straight games against teams with a winning record. Like to see them show up tonight. Like to see them play some good hoops and beat a team that is right now soaring while the New York Knicks are somewhat nosediving. A week and a half ago, we were talking about the 2 seed for the New York Knicks. That is no longer in play. We are now talking about potentially being the 4 seed in the Eastern Conference. You're running out of time to get it right, so you better make the most of the time that you have left. I'm excited for this game tonight. It's always a good one against the Atlanta Hawks. Still a rivalry there, even though Trae Young is no longer a part of that team. And they've got kind of the build of a team that gives the Knicks problems. A great point of attack defender, long, lengthy, athletic wings on the perimeter, and then a big man that they have, multiple, that can stretch the defense and are more athletically gifted than the big man that the Knicks pay $52 million this year. So we'll see where they're at. I'm not sure if this is a potential first-round matchup for the Knicks at this point. We'll pull up the standings in a moment, but a good litmus test of the Knicks are only think about it like that. The Knicks have 5 more wins on the season than the Atlanta Hawks, and the Knicks are all in, and the Hawks are in year 1. Or like the last year of their rebuild. They're like actually trying to compete now. So not great today. The New York Knicks are the 3 seed. Philadelphia is the 6 seed. It looks like the Atlanta Hawks are kind of locked into that 5 seed at this point. So there is a world where it could be a 4-5 matchup in round 1. And the last time that happened, they sent you packing in, 6 games? So not good. We'll see what they have in store for us tonight. Shout out to everybody in the building. Appreciate everybody for stopping by. If you haven't yet, hit that thumbs up icon if you could. And if you want to shout out, give me an LGK on, type your LGKs in the chat.
Let's go Knicks. Yeah, I think that's a great point about like the different timelines. Atlanta just kind of reset their roster by getting rid of Trae Young, and they're focusing on building around Jalen Johnson. They got Okongwu, Nickeil Alexander-Walker's having a good year for them as well. Kind of Quinn Snyder kind of getting his fingerprints all over this roster. And they are one of the hottest teams in the NBA, so should be a good, like you said, litmus test, measuring stick, whatever you want to say, whatever cliche you want about this being a big game for the Knicks and a chance to see where they're at, a nice tune-up before the playoffs, and conversation will be interesting if the Knicks cannot get the W tonight. But we're sending positive vibes out there, so hit that thumbs-up icon. You want the Knicks to beat the Hawks? Get those LGKs in the chat. Let us know who all the real ones are. If you've liked the video and you want the Knicks to win, only 16 likes. That's not good enough. So shout out to everyone locking us in here for pregame for the Knicks and the Hawks.
1.5 point underdog. So the Hawks, obviously, get a point, 2 points for being at home, but
As Vegas has been watching the games. They've been seeing.
But they've been winning, remember?
Yeah, they've been seeing how the Knicks have been playing. They've been seeing how the Hawks have been playing, and
I meant the Knicks have been winning, right?
No, I know. Yeah,
say, right? You win,
it's the
win
counterpoint.
Good, win yay.
Yeah. Shout out to Jason and 5-star Westman 99. Let's go.
Seth Gross in the building. What up, man? He's got a parlay for us. I got brutally fucked by my Prize Picks lineup last night, so not feeling too good about that one.
Seth Gross, since we didn't get to do before, we got a little Seth Gross action in here.
Seth Gross.
Shout out to you, Seth.
Look out for the emotional New York Giants Dexter spillover. Trying to leave that in the past. Trying to leave that in the past. We'll see, though.
See if there's other reasons to be upset about the New York Knicks tonight. Hopefully not, but Joey DeLuca, Carl Knight. I saw Greg Williams in here before. All the real ones here for some Monday night action.
Joey DeLuca, what up? What up? Let's see what we got on Prize Picks. Last night I had a 5-man lineup, had 4 correct. Then I had 5 correct, but I had fantasy points. And then Amen Thompson turned the ball over with 90 seconds remaining, and I did not cash.
Brutal.
So, brutal loss right there. Not great from the kid. Was not happy. It was a rough day yesterday on Prize Picks. Rough weekend, man. I didn't hit anything. I did get my bet right on the Michigan game, but that was just to get my money back after I picked Illinois like an idiot.
Yeah, it did not go my way either in the Final Four. My bracket, after having all 4 Final Four teams, my bracket is cooked heading into tonight's national championship game. It's UConn, it's Michigan. If you got a pick in that, let us know in the comments. UConn or Michigan, who you think's taking that game tonight? After watching the games on Saturday, it's tough to say anything but Michigan. They just destroyed Arizona, and they've kind of been doing that to every team they've been playing. Jaden Rossi says Michigan for sure. Victor Rivera says we need to treat this next 4 games like the playoffs. Yeah, I'd love to see the Knicks play like they're going to have some real tests tonight against Atlanta, upcoming game against the Celtics. Like, use those as tune-ups to see where you're at and get ready for the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, it's now or never. It could not be more now or never. It could not. Could not. Chivas got to win this one. Yeah, you'd like to. Jane Rossi rolling with Michigan. Jason says go Knicks. Victor says we need, yeah. Mark Austin, let's go Knicks. Joey DeLuca, let's go Knicks. Harold in the building, what's happening? 5-star chick says let's go Knicks. Westman 99, let's go Knicks. What's my ideal playoff rotation? I think that was kind of an under-talked about storyline from the game on Friday and the win against the Chicago Bulls. Looks like Mohamed Diawara and Jose Alvarado are on the outside looking in when it comes to the rotation. So we'll see. I don't mind them being out of the rotation. That just means that, and like, I wouldn't even be shocked if Jordan Clarkson finds himself outside the rotation and you roll with a Deuce McBride, Landry Shamet, and Mitchell Robinson 8-man rotation in games like that. So it's not so much for like who my ideal rotation is, and this like a cop-out answer. The players that are going to make the impact the most need to be playing. That's why Mike Brown's here. That's why he fired Tom Thibodeau, to be more willing to play the bench and not bury people on the depth chart if they make one mistake. And last year, the Knicks told us that they felt their team was good enough to get to the NBA Finals because all they did was fire the coach, and they didn't make any upgrades to the roster outside of Gershon Yabusele and Jordan Clarkson on the veteran minimum and picking Mohamed Diawara with one of the last 10 picks in the NBA draft. So if you're going to tell your fans that you are a coach away, that coach better push the right buttons in the playoffs to get you to at least where you were last year.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think even if he does go and they do roll with that 8-man shorter rotation to start the playoffs, a lot of those guys like Alvarado, like Clarkson, like Diawara have played significant minutes already so far this season. So if they do need to get thrust into a game in the playoffs, be it it's foul trouble or the Knicks are kind of trying to attack the team they're playing differently with some different guys off the bench, or they need a spark in the fourth quarter, in the beginning of the fourth quarter, those guys should be ready to roll and ready to play. And like you said, it's up to Mike Brown to push the right buttons, but they won't be uncomfortable stepping into that moment. They were going to play with, they'll have time and experience playing with the guys who'll be on the floor with them. So they should be ready to go. But I don't hate the idea of rolling with that shorter rotation and going with the guys you trust and let the game dictate if more guys need to play.
Onyeka Okongwu seems like he's in store for a big game against the Knicks today. I feel like the Knicks always struggle versus him.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's obviously athletic and rebound, is an easy double-double guy, and I know that he's tried to add to his game as well. I'm
Shooting
not
better from three this year
Yeah, I
than
don't
Karl
know
Anthony Towns.
He is, wow, shooting 38% from three. So when you have a guy who can do all those different things, he really gives you a lot of options. And like we said, athletic, a good rebounder as well. So those kind of players do hurt the Knicks, especially with Karl Anthony Towns in the lineup.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, the Atlanta Hawks are a team that I would try to avoid at all costs in the playoffs. I think that they kind of have the sauce that cancels out your best players. Dyson Daniels is a really good defender to guard Jalen Brunson, and Onyeka Okongwu is like the anti-Karl Anthony Towns. Imagine if Onyeka Okongwu was the Knicks starting center instead of Karl Anthony Towns, who makes a fraction of what Towns does.
Yeah, he is. Certainly would be different. And yeah, like we've seen Brunson struggle against some bigger, more athletic defenders. Dyson Daniel, one of the best defenders in the NBA, a great barrier thief, I believe is the nickname for the Australian guard. So, and then they have like a complement of also young athletic wings. Jalen Johnson, kind of a up and coming star and arguably already a star in the NBA. And you don't want to play. You don't want to. Their team, like, you don't want to run into right now with the way they're playing basketball.
Seth Gross, how wide do you think Mike's? Yeah, we kind of just talked about it. I don't know. I think we kind of saw on Friday that Alvarado didn't play against the Bulls. We saw that Diawara didn't play against the Bulls. Mike Brown said today he's not thinking about changing the starting five. He said it's not something that's ever impossible to do, but I wouldn't be shocked if more nights than not in the playoffs it's an 8-man rotation and it's Deuce McBride, Landry Shaman, and Mitchell Robinson off the bench. I know Clarkson has been able to score some tough buckets for you and play some defense. I would assume he's the 9th man over someone like Jose Alvarado or Diawara. And then maybe it's Diawara or Alvarado's the 10th guy if there's foul trouble to the point guards, and then Diawara probably the 11th. But I bet it's an 8.5-man rotation in the playoffs is probably my guess.
Yeah, we saw this season like a lot of the Knicks' best and biggest players see a downtick in their overall minutes played, and obviously with that's the season being a marathon, not a sprint, 82 games, but with the playoffs kind of just being you got to leave it all out on the line, have your best players out there, expect probably just more minutes for a lot of the Knicks starters and their key rotation players and just less guys played overall. So that would kind of make sense with the shorter rotation. So you guys who have and that could affect some of the lineups as well that he rolls out there when he subs guys in, give guys longer periods of play before resting them. Wow, Henry Williams says, Marsh, the GOAT commentator, second only to Clyde Frazier in my Knicks all-time announcer rankings.
I appreciate that.
High
man.
praise.
Don't worry, guys. Mike Breen wants everybody to know, though, that the Knicks are not NBA Finals appearance or bust. I think that was a PR statement from the organization. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did hear that. It's
pretty embarrassing, if you ask me.
Yeah, I don't love it for Mike Breen. I mean, Mike knows better than anybody how bad like the Knicks have had it over the last couple of years, and I guess that's where whether it's an organizational thing or that's his reasoning for saying that, but he also should know the sense of urgency they have to capitalize on what this team is right now because they haven't had it in so long, and this is should be the best year for this group with that all the things we've talked about being all in and this group and like he's a smart guy and whether or not there's another reason for that or not, but nobody should know better than him. He calls the finals every single year, how important it is, what's on the line, and how hard it is to get there for all these teams. No one's going to pat the Knicks on the back if they fall short of their goal this year and say, it's all right. Don't worry about it, guys. Like, you guys had a great season.
Just kind of feels like to me a tap on the top of the head, like, it's okay, buddy. It'll be okay. Trust me, this team isn't expected to do what they're supposed to do. And don't get too mad because, remember, it used to be really, really bad. You know when you can do that? Like, is in 15 years, we can look back and say, you know what? Knicks had a hell of a run when they went to the second round in the Eastern Conference Finals. You don't get to do that after you fired your coach, after you got to the Eastern Conference Finals, and you're the most all-in team in the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, firing Tom Thibodeau is like sounding the alarm bells. Alert, 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 like this is bad, this is wrong. We are going, like these are, we're in. We're pushing all the chips in, and then like it's kind of just pulling the rug and going back and backtracking and say, well, actually, like we're trying to get this just over the next couple years. Like it's not all about what happens this year. It's
disingenuous and it's unfair to say that.
And it's mixed messaging as well, like and you can just lump the Dolan comments from that radio appearance in and saying it's like finals or bust. And I mean, you could go back to before the season, every major NBA media outlet is talking about this. The Knicks, it's their East to lose. This is the year for the Knicks to come out of the East. Like, that shouldn't change. That hasn't changed. The Celtics, sure, they got Jason Tatum back, but he just got back. He's coming off a major injury. Tyrese Halliburton and the Pacers are out of the picture. The Detroit Pistons in year 2 of their young core, a team that you just discarded in the first round last year, now you lost positioning to them. I mean, they've already shown they're dominant in the regular season, but they got time. They're going to keep building that thing and getting better. Like we said, the Knicks, they have no ability to change their roster. This is it. They're not going to get better after this. Anything is going to be swapping something out. It's not going to be adding to this existing group. So
there's a chance, Henry, the Knicks could play the Hawks in round 1. If the playoffs were to end today, the Knicks would play the Philadelphia 76ers in round 1. But the Knicks are 1 game above the Cleveland Cavaliers, who hold the 4th spot. And the Hawks are a team that is locked in to the 5th seed. So we'll see.
Yeah, shout out to everyone watching our pregame show. We're about 20 minutes away from tip-off here in Knicks vs. Hawks. If you have not yet, hit that thumbs-up icon. Helps support our show. Helps get more Knicks fans in here so we can all chop it up about the Knicks and watch the game together. We appreciate it. Let's go Knicks.
It's disrespectful to the fans, to be quite honest with you. Like, Mike, and I love Mike Breen. Mike Breen is, I think, the best to ever do it. And I try to say this while not being a total asshole. No fucking shit we know what the Knicks were 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago. We were the ones that had to watch it.
Yeah.
It's don't get too upset. Things used to be really, really bad. You would have been praying for things like this. Like, would I have of praying for second round losses and losing in 2022 is the higher seed. Losing in 2023 is the higher seed. Losing in 2024 is the higher seed. Losing in 2025 is the higher seed. Like, am I supposed to be happy that the Knicks lost in the Eastern Conference Finals to the Pacers? Or am I supposed to be happy that they lost in the Eastern Conference semifinals to the Pacers? Am I supposed to be happy that they lost to the Miami Heat in the Eastern Conference semifinals? Like, That's what Mike Breen is saying. And it's like, you're not allowed to have high expectations for this team because they were once the worst run organization in the world. That doesn't make any sense to me, and it's a slap in the face.
Yeah, and like I think on top of that, like no season is guaranteed. Like we look at it every year. You say, "Oh, they'll just be back again next year. They'll be back again next year." That's not true. Like each season, you have to evaluate almost each season in a vacuum and say, and look at this is our chance right now. We nothing is given for next year. Health of players, how other teams are going to be, how other teams are going to look, and if this Knicks team can't get it done, like how long is it going to be before they get back to this level? Like, should we have to just go through what Knicks fans have gone through for the next 20 years again just to get a team as good as this 20 years from now?
Yeah, I didn't feel like that was fair at all. I didn't think that was fair.
And it's like, especially there is a large generation of Knicks fans who have not seen any success from this team in their entire lifetime. Mike and I, like we said, we love Mike. Grew up watching him, and a lot of older Knicks fans, like they've seen the Knicks go to the finals and a couple times, and they've seen the Knicks win championships. Even the older generation of Knicks fans. If you were, and I'm 27 years old. I have never watched the New York Knicks in the finals. I've never, up until 3 years ago, I barely saw them win maybe one playoff series in my entire life. Like, there's nothing to fall back on and say, oh wow, this was good. No, and we don't know when we're going to get a team that's this close ever again.
It would be similar of, you guys shouldn't be upset that the Giants haven't been good for 10 years. They've won 4 Super Bowls. Like, how does what happened 35 years ago impact the way that a fan in today's world should view emotionally and like feel emotionally about their team? That doesn't make any sense. Like,
yeah, and
I don't know. I was not a fan of that at all. Was not a fan. All right, starting lineup, same old, same old. So Karl Anthony Towns, after missing a game due to elbow impingement, is back in the lineup. Yeah, don't piss on my shoes and tell me it's raining. Exactly. What up, Ty Dubs? Shipmaster Kyle in the building. What's happening, Eric Rodriguez? It was just the classic of Mike Breen realizes this team's probably not going to the NBA Finals.
just coping.
And coping and tempering expectations and doing it in a backhanded way of, you can't really expect all that much, right? They haven't even been that good for the past 20 years. It was, I'd like to hear him say something about it and respond, because he's been getting killed by everyone that covers sports media, but that was not a good look for him and slightly embarrassing.
Yeah, he's obviously not on the call tonight. Not sure when he'll be on the call again, but interesting to see if he addresses it next time he is on the call for a Knicks game. And yeah.
Ty Dubs, what's up, man? What's up, man? It's been a busy day. Busy day, hectic day. Yeah, maybe he does, AC. Maybe he does. Maybe that's the problem.
Shout out to everyone locked in. Still about 12 minutes until they tip things off here in the Knicks versus Hawks. Callum Hughes, what's going on? Be a real one. Be like Callum Hughes. Hit that thumbs up icon. 200-plus people in the building. Only 70 likes. Let's get to 100 likes. If you have liked the video, get an LGK in the chat so we can know who all the real ones are. Be like George, Joey DeLuca, God in them streets. Let's go. Ty Dubs, always a real one. Mark says, let's go Knicks. Seth Gross, LGK. Isaiah Costa, LGK. Jorge Rivera, RT. Let's go Knicks. Callum Hughes, Brian, a real one here every single game.
Charlotte is coming on strong. The only team I'm truly comfy with in the first round is Toronto. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. What up, Sherwin? Steve Spalding in the building. What's happening, brother?
Seed are the Hornets expected to be? I think they could still make up some ground. Right now, they're the 8th seed, but looks like they could get as high as 6 probably in these last couple games. Billy on the wheels. Is this not the same Billy? Is it new? I can't keep track.
This
of all
is the Billy.
the Knicks Billy.
Knicks Billy, a.k.a. Constantly talking about chicken wings in our chat.
Oh, my God, Billy. This is a basketball
You were
chat.
on that game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, can we not do that tonight? I'm hungry. I haven't eaten anything all day.
Yeah, Billy, if you could leave the chicken wing combo out of the chat tonight, we'd really, really appreciate it.
Was on my way to get something to eat when Dexter Lawrence decided to request a trade.
You started it, Billy, and you ended it. Jose Cruz says, what up, Marsh? I watch you every day. You're my boy, bro. I'm a Boston fan, so I'm interested in watching this game because I want to play you guys in the Eastern Conference Finals. You are the best podcast in the world, bro. I give you that. Appreciate you, Jose. Thank you, my man. Thank you, my man. Mark says, what up, Marsh? It's going to be a tough game. Key here, JB doesn't hog the ball. I'll be interested to see how Jalen Brunson plays today. I don't know if I would ever say he's hogging the ball, considering he is the Knicks' best player, and 99% of teams in the NBA, their best players shoot the most shots. But were people thinking that Jalen Brunson was being a ball hog when he averaged 45 points from Game 2 to Game 6, Game 3 to Game 6 against Philly?
Oh, he was the problem. So even they won despite him, not because of him, you know.
Was he hogging the ball versus Boston too?
It's funny to see how people can switch up. Pretty interesting. The Knicks take Jalen Brunson off this team. What I don't. The fact that there's people that believe that they would be better off without him is crazy.
5-star says Mike is in the building. Mike Breen might be doing the game locally, but we've got it on national tonight. Terrence Newman, that Billy chicken wing shit was hilarious. He's always just coming in here trying to just make us talk chicken wings. It's unbelievable, Billy. Lester, Knicks fan, says, let's go, Knicks. Jose says, I'm a diehard Giants fan. Hell yeah. Love that. I'm low-key him, says they should move Mitch over Cat in the playoffs. I think I said on the show 3 games ago that I think the Knicks' best lineup is with Mitchell Robinson starting, but Greg Williams, first super chat of the day. What up, my man? Popping the seal. Incredible. It's almost game time. I can tell because I feel frustration mounting. I don't have to watch the clock. I need tubs. Let's go Knicks. I was having some heartburn last night. It was terrible. I could have used some tubs.
Too many chicken wings, or
I don't know, man. My body's not been doing great.
You know what? I now feel like I'm going to get called out as just always bringing up interesting food items here on the show. I heard other people at Chat Sports, speaking of interesting food items, talking about poutine outside in the bullpen before, saying that they were fans of it, Will Ortner and Jones. But I was feeling not my best this weekend, and I don't know if you ever had kimchi. I tried kimchi for the first time. That thing, I guess it's like technically considered a superfood, but it cleared up like my sinuses.
Really?
Yeah, it was good stuff.
How, do you just eat it straight?
Yeah, just like I think it's like typically like a side in Korean food, but I just ate it like a couple bites of it in the morning. Certainly wake you up.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had this. Yeah, my stomach has been killing me. Korean cabbage is what they're calling it.
Yeah. No, it was good stuff. Definitely gonna keep it in the diet.
You just bought it from the store?
Yeah, Whole Foods. Kind of pricey.
Fermented
pricey.
cabbage, nice and spicy. It was spicy?
Not like traditionally spicy, I would say. I mean, it's like fragrant and it's got a little bit of a kick to it, but not like, I wouldn't say it's like very spicy or anything.
I can't get over how Evan Turner speaks
Dude,
and sounds.
This if you just like had the podcast version of this on, listening to Scalabrine, Evan Turner, and then they had Jalen Wilson from the Nets doing it as well. It's one of the kind of craziest collections of voices that I have ever seen in the same room between Scalabrine, Evan Turner, Jalen Wilson. It's if you have it in Korea, it is. Well, yeah, that's fair. I haven't had it in Korea, just from the grocery store, so probably it might be a little spicier over there.
Is Jalen Brunson making 5 free throws tonight? I feel like he always tries to get Dyson Daniels in foul trouble.
I know. It's just like, is he gonna even jump? Because he doesn't have to. Probably. Is he? I feel like that's could be a trap. Because
Picho in the building. I didn't even know you were watching, Picho. You just hanging out in the back with the peanut gallery?
Lurking a little bit, lurking in the back. Seems like there's a good amount of kimchi fans in the chat. Didn't realize I was.
Who's having a big night for the Knicks tonight?
Everyone back. I feel like OG has had 2 good games in a row, right? So do we think that continues, or do we think that stops? Josh Hart, I feel like it could be a Josh Hart game. I still think the Brunson.
It's tonight, the
Brunson game. Like, the Brunson game has to be on the horizon soon. Food connoisseur, I don't know. Poutine expert, apparently. I don't know. I don't know how involved I can get with these picks. I don't want to be held responsible if they don't pan out.
I'm going Brunson more than 25 points. Jalen Johnson more than 21.5 points. OG Anunoby more than 15.5. Onyeka Okongwu more than 14.5.
Okay, so these are all points, straight points.
And then less on Karl Anthony Towns' fantasy score of 39.
You're going to go back to the fantasy score after you got burned?
I like the less because if Towns is turning it over, that swipes them away.
Okay, all right. He did. What was it? Whatever game he had 7 turnovers. That would have been a good night to take that. Going right back into the fire with the fantasy score. Shout out to everyone, 300-plus people. We want the Knicks to win tonight. Hit that thumbs up icon. Less than 3 minutes until tip-off. Let's go. Jose Cruz, I think he's talking about Dex, says you actually broke the news to me earlier, so thanks for that info.
Yeah, that was a whirlwind right there. Is OG Anunoby getting 16?
Wait,
tonight?
so no, because so this is there's multiple Billies because
yeah,
this is like the previous
Chicken
Billy,
Wing
not
Billy
Chicken
has
Wing Billy.
has a picture.
Okay. But he says, I saw a tweet from Vikings chat sports guy, pick 18 for Lawrence. I reminded him of the time you cooked him 1v1 in basketball.
Yeah, I did cook him.
I actually recently watched that because I been saying I was going to watch it. You reference it all the time. So I went back, spent about 15 minutes watching the film on that. Pretty remarkable comeback. I watching this, I already knew what happened, but I was like, is it more of a, or is it a choke job from Seeps? Because
I think I stole victory from him. I don't think he folded. I kind of started to lock up on defense.
I think he missed out. Like you were tired, and he should have been more aggressive, taking the ball to the rim when you.
He
were
didn't
tired.
want to come in there and bang with the big boys.
Yeah, everyone kept saying he used the size advantage in the chat.
We also got absolutely wasted the day before, so we were
Yeah.
hungover as hell.
Well, but it's even on both sides. So.
Even on both sides.
All right.
I didn't get my prize fix in time. Brutal.
Get those LGKs in the comment. A minute until they tip it off in the Knicks versus Hawks matchup. Let's go. Let's go. So they cut that off right at, and there's no. Is there
Now
like
it starts in a minute.
Okay.
Damn, they've already messed with some of the lines.
Shout
This
out
app
to
is so bad, man.
Billy. Getting the LGK in there. Lester Knick fan says, "Let's go Knicks." Come on, I need all the real ones dropping those LGKs in the chat as tip off is looming right around the corner. Ty Dubs, Gregory Williams, Paul Mateo.
Excuse me.
Chris Rico, Seth Gross. Here we go.
As we're about to get tipped off, let's go, let's go, let's go. God, my stomach hurts so bad. Austin Rivers on the call. It'd be really cool if this app worked, man.
I blame Jack.
I'm clicking fucking points and it won't even work. Ugh. I know. All right, the Atlanta Hawks will be wearing their black uniforms. Knicks, I think, probably going to be wearing their white on the road. He didn't want the smoke, Steve. How about Rolly on the last play of the game, like coming in close? Did you have the audio up?
I did have the audio on.
Where
yeah.
he was calling for the game winner and they're right on time.
It was it. You did. You went to that little like spin, a little hop step fadeaway a few times, and no adjustments from Seeps. So
I think I had like a drop step, or like I got to like the left spin move with the left. He wasn't ready for that one.
It seems like a lack of scouting big time on Seeps. Wasn't ready for that move. So. And just absolutely stunned afterwards, refusing to no comments.
No comments
in the post-game press conference. So you're right, Knicks are in their whites.
I'll have to put a lineup in at halftime because I didn't get it in and it's just glitching. All right, here we go. Knicks, Hawks, primetime hoops on a Monday night. The Knicks currently right now in the 3 seed with the Atlanta Hawks right in that 5 seed. Atlanta will win the tip, and they'll take possession. Nickeil Alexander-Walker handling up top, swinging around at Dyson Daniels. It's Daniels, Okongwu, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, C.J. McCollum, and Jalen Johnson. As McCollum into the lane, floater up, no good, rebound by the Knicks. And then OG Anunoby turns it right over to McCollum. He'll fire a 3. Good. You cannot ask for a worse start right there. You have an offensive rebound, and you throw it right to him, and it turns into a transition 3. Knicks down early. Towns, top of the key. Guarded by Okongwu. Puts it on the deck. Trying to get the ball to somebody. He can't. He's picked his dribble up, and then he throws the ball away, trying to force it to Mikal Bridges. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers for the New York Knicks. Karl-Anthony Towns, that's what happens when you catch the ball at 18 feet. You dribble out to 32 feet for a dribble handoff, and Brunson's being denied. McCollum, drive, kicks into the corner. Johnson, guarded by Brunson, finds McCollum in the other corner. Hard on him, keeping him in front. CJ Danson hands it off to Okongwu. He'll get into the lane. Spin move, left-hand layup up and in. He is a New York Knicks killer. Down 5-0 early. Towns, top of the key for 3. Good! Big shot there for Towns. I like to look at some stats of if he makes his first shot or not, what the rest of the game looks like. Going to have to play some defense as they don't. Okongwu catching in front of the rim, and the defense collapses. They have to foul. Towns holds his arm up. It's a two-way sport, Towns. You're going to shoot threes. You got to play defense as well. That was pitiful. I miss Mitchell Robinson being in the starting lineup already. Okongwu to the line. So he'll make the first. Second free throw, good. Okongwu, 5 of the 7 points. His total over was always the play today. Can't believe I didn't get that in. Brunson feeding Towns. A step inside the arc. Backdoor pass to Bridges. This time he catches it and throws it down. Good connection there from Towns to Bridges. Now Towns having to defend McCollum on the perimeter. He'll break him down. Drive and kick. Johnson for 3. Good. Dribble penetration has always been a problem for the Knicks defense, and Towns provides no resistance there on McCollum. He's been involved on every play, good and bad. Towns to Bridges. He'll now set him a screen. Swing it to Anunoby. He'll fire a 3. Good! OG Anunoby picking up where he's left off. Last couple of days, he's been on fire from downtown. Johnson off the screen is doubled. His pass out of bounds. Good defense there by the Knicks. $500 people in the building. If you could, please hit that thumbs up icon. Would really, really appreciate it. Knicks moving around the perimeter. Anunoby on the left wing. Swinging to Brunson. Working out of the top of the key. Guarded by Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Using a Towns screen. Gets it to him on the pocket pass. Who finds Bridges and throws it down. Great play by the Knicks offense there. Brunson finding Towns, and Towns making a great pass to finish. McCollum driving, missing, rebound by Towns. Outlet to Brunson. One man to beat. And instead of going to lay it up, he tries to thread the needle to a pass to Bridges and a turnover. Go lay the ball up, Brunson. What are you doing? 3 turnovers in 4 minutes for the Knicks. Johnson for 3 again. Misses. Bridges, a foul. Tried to box out face first, Carmelo Anthony style. I've never seen it work ever in my life of watching basketball. Put your ass on his groin and box out.
Yeah, those are just basketball fundamentals, and doing it that way is lazy. It's just lazy basketball.
You're turning the ball over and you're not finishing plays. As Towns intercepts the inbound pass and then dribbles out of bounds. Another turnover for the Knicks. A lot of contact there, but we know Cat doesn't ever get the whistle. McCollum, that's out of bounds on the baseline. They didn't call it. He'll swing it out to the right wing. Johnson throws it right back to McCollum. Swinging out to Johnson on the drive. Guarded by Hart. Step back, step through, push shot up. No good. Rebound by Towns. Good defense. Brunson to handle into the front court. Guarded by McCollum. Blow by into the lane. He's fouled. Not sure if it's on the shot. An awkward fall. And Brunson is grimacing as he is clearly in pain. That ankle has been bothering him for a while now. He steps on the foot of Dyson Daniels and rolls that right ankle. Falls to the ground. If he's hurt, he shouldn't play the rest of the regular season. Rest him up for the playoffs. Seeding doesn't matter. You already blew the 2 seed. Brunson's first free throw. Missed it.
Yeah, it always seems like as we head into the playoffs every year, he is banged up. He kind of plays a physical brand of basketball offensively and defensively, putting his body on the line as well. Agree. It's more important for him to just be ready and at his best in that first-round matchup than helping the Knicks win a game here in this last week.
As he makes the second free throw. Johnson handling. Gets a screen from Daniels. Good switch there by the Knicks. Alexander Walker. Going to run that same action. Pocket pass to Johnson. He'll rise. Can't finish over Towns. Got his own miss. Missed it again. Rebound by the Knicks. Good interior defense. Brunson's out and running. Has it on the right wing. Guarded by Alexander Walker. He'll get a screen from Towns. Now a screen from Bridges. Has space. Crossover. Pull up. Elbow. Got it. Jalen Brunson. Big time bucket there. Knicks on an 8-0 run. Brunson now guarding McCollum in the corner. He'll call on Yeka Kongwu into the action. Anunoby switches, and then Brunson's going to be called for a foul as he was defending a Kongwu in the post. Good defense by Towns. Went vertical on that Jalen Johnson shot. Then he got in there again, contested 2 shots. Shout out to Towns.
Seen the Knicks be their own worst enemy offensively here. Have not missed a shot from the field, but they have turned the ball over 4 times. So kind of just hurting themselves.
As McBride is subbed in for Bridges. Johnson will catch top of the key, hard on him. Trying to free up McCollum. They do. Off the screen. He'll fire. Offensive foul. A moving screen on a Kongwu. Good job by Brunson getting skinny around that screen. And the effort resulted in an offensive foul on Atlanta. Okongwu, a moving screen, no doubt about it. A hip check into the chest of Brunson. It's Knicks ball going the other way, up by 3. Brunson going to get a screen by Hart. He'll have McCollum swinging to Hart. Pump fake drive. Lane is open. Kicks it out to McBride. He'll try to work now with 4 on the shot clock. Hart gets it back. He has to launch. He does. Missed it. I would have liked to seen Hart attack the rim when he's 4 feet away from it. Results in a chuck and pray instead of just shooting the ball. Okongwu, dribble handoff to McCollum. Into the lane. Foul line jumper. Off the mark. Rebound by Towns. Outlet to Hart. Here come the Knicks. Hart inside Anunoby is fouled on the catch. McCollum couldn't stop Anunoby from getting good positioning in the lane. Good opening minutes for the starters after 3 turnovers and 2 offensive possessions.
Yeah, that's the one thing is they are finally having a solid, albeit not perfect, opening stretch here for those 5 and against a quality team as well. Even when they played non-quality opponents, the starting 5 never started the game strong. They came ready to play today. They're knocking down shots. Other than turning the ball over, they're doing a lot of things well as well. So good minutes, not perfect, still some room to improve, but you're playing a good team, so there are going to be things you're obviously not going to do well. Not the best offensive possession that leads to that Josh Hart 3 attempt there, but been getting quality looks otherwise. Jalen Brunson, would love to see him knock down free throws at a higher clip. Misses that early one, but overall pretty good for the Knicks. Yeah, defense has to keep it up. Obviously, Atlanta probably going to come on a run at some point, but shout out to everyone who's locked in with us. 600 people here, only 150 likes. Let's get that over 200. You want the Knicks to keep up their strong start, beat the Atlanta Hawks tonight, show they can beat a quality opponent and not just beat up on the lesser teams in the NBA. Hit that thumbs up icon. We appreciate it and helps get more Knicks fans in the chat to watch with us.
Seth Gross, do you think Brunson tries to do too much, trying to find the pass and tries to force it? I do feel like he's trying to walk that line of playing his game, which he's been a scoring guard for his entire career, and now he's kind of tasked with being the floor general, and I think at times he does force the pass, and that turnover to McHale on the fast break shows as much. Brunson should have just attacked the rim and got fouled, and he easily could have just made the free throws or made the layup as well. So, yeah, I think he's still trying to find a way to walk that line, no doubt about it. Yeah, we got some energy, Dubs. Got some energy. Not great that you're shooting almost triple what their percentage is from the field, and you're only up by 3, though.
Yeah, that's never a good sign. Would like to have a bigger lead with this. Jason, yeah, and Marvin got it in the chat. They would play Philly if the season ended today in that 3-6 matchup. So
it's crazy. The Knicks' defensive ratings this year, in the first quarter, they're 17th. In the fourth quarter, they're first. Interesting.
yeah, it makes sense when you think about when this team plays its best basketball, and whatever the reason is for that, they just be playing their best throughout the entire game, not need the game to start to kind of wake up and sense of that urgency.
All right, Knicks will have it out of the timeout. What do they draw up? McBride to Anunoby, back to McBride, off a town screen, pulls up for 3. Good! Not much of a play there. Just a ball in the hands of McBride, and he said, I'm going to go get a bucket. Good to see him throwing in from distance. He's been spotty as a shooter since he's returned. He's going to have to work through those kinks. Who is that? Is that Gabe Vincent, number 4?
Yeah, he was traded to them.
Vincent to Johnson. Johnson driving. No one stopping ball, and he lays it up and in. Towns, top of the key. Throws a pass to a cutting Anunoby who throws it down. That's the second time tonight. Towns has found a cutting wing, and they threw it down. Alexander Walker driving, kicking. Daniels corner 3, connecting. I think you'll live with that. Dyson Daniels shooting 3s. Both teams shooting 75% on 4 attempts from distance. Brunson, top of the key, driving, step back over Daniels, back iron, bouncing. Rebound by Atlanta. They'll look to push. Daniels bringing it up the right side, attacking Anunoby, kicking it out to Gabe Vincent for 3. Missed it. Alexander Walker tried to save it. Went right to McBride, outlet to Towns, who throws it down. Knicks are turning their defense into offense, up by 5 early, as McBride fouled Alexander Walker on the three-point attempt. That's how you give a team life right there.
Yeah, and the Knicks kind of continuing their trend of self-inflicted wounds here. Hawks have not been playing their best offense, and you're going to give them 3 free points from the line. But how about the pace on that? Towns running the floor, and the Knicks get it out to him. He finishes with a dunk. Overall, kind of multiple things we've been asking the Knicks to do all season long. Towns to dunk the ball more, Knicks to play with quicker pace. He got up the floor, and a good find for the Knicks.
First free throw for Alexander Walker is good. Got 2 more coming. Alexander Walker's second free throw is good. One more coming. One more coming for Alexander Walker as he knocks it in. Bad foul by McBride. Just like that. I know they were only down 5, but they threw him a bone. Bridges is checked back in. OG is sat down. Robinson is subbed in for Towns. So the double big lineup with Brunson, Bridges, and McBride. McHale, drive into the lane. Baby J is up and in. He has definitely looked more comfortable and confident over the past week and a half, at least offensively. Alexander Walker, baseline J, good. Playing off the bounce. Brunson being guarded by Daniels. Runs him off a screen from Robinson. Finds Robinson on the roll. Jump stop. 2-hand jam. Beautiful pass by Brunson. And an athletic showing for Robinson playing off the bounce. Vincent driving to the baseline. Finds a cutting Daniels who lays it up and in. A breakdown defensively for the Knicks. Can't have that. Brunson driving by Daniels. Stopping, popping, right wing 3. Halfway down, no good, but a rebound by Bridges. His push shot missed. Got his own miss. And then he passed to Brunson, and Brunson turned it over as he tried to pass out of a shot. And it's going to be a fast break, transition, 3-ball. Alexander Walker, good. Knicks down by 1. It all starts from the Miles McBride foul on the 3. The turnovers continue. And just like that, after you played, your best first quarter in a while, you're down by 1. Disappointing, man. Very disappointing. Hawks are a good team. Can't have 5 turnovers in the first quarter.
Yep, and it's not even anything in that that the Hawks are doing, especially there. Brunson just overthinking it and gets the pass from Bridges, and instead of just going up confidently with the shot, he's trying to get 2 steps ahead in his own brain when it's not connected with his body, and just throws it to nobody. And you see him after he do it shaking his head like, what am I doing? What am I doing? Just trust yourself, Jalen. Wake up, play basketball. Don't think too much. Don't think about people telling you need to pass the ball or shoot the ball. You're Jalen Brunson. Shoot the ball. Do what you think is the right play, and stop worrying about what other people are going to think is the right play.
What's up, Mike G? Point guard's supposed to take care of the basketball. If the point guard doesn't take care of the basketball, no one's going to take care of the basketball. And 2 totally avoidable turnovers.
Yeah. Not anything the Hawks are doing defensively. Dyson Daniels isn't clamping him up and forcing a turnover. That one was wide open. Unforced. It's like an unforced error in football or whatever. Just nothing. Just threw it to the other team. Come on, JB. Wake up.
I hate our lackluster defense, says Ty Dubs. Yeah, just shoot the ball, man. Just shoot the ball. Like, literally, if he just shot the ball twice, he would have 0 turnovers.
Yeah. And no defender within a couple feet of him on either occasion either. Shout out to all the real ones locked in with us. If you have not yet gotten your Knicks Now t-shirt, here's the opportunity. Chatsports.com/Knicks Now. We got it in blue and we got it in black. If you want to rep Knicks Now and support the brand as well, helps us out, and we appreciate it. I'll put that link in there for you. But if you can't or you don't want to buy a shirt, just like, comment, subscribe. That all helps out too, and that's 100% free.
In a real playoff game, we'd be in big trouble by now. They got to clean this up. Very sloppy. Very sloppy. You have 5 turnovers in, 10 minutes of basketball? I mean, it's how you start the game. OG Anunoby, with a defensive rebound, throws the ball right to C.J. McCollum. Like, the way you start games in this league, matters.
Yeah, it just bleeds into the rest of and sets the tone.
Brunson, Shamet, Bridges, Robinson, and Anunoby. Quick little lineup there from the double bigs as Brunson gets it to Robinson, finds Anunoby in the corner and knocks it down. OG Anunoby staying hot. 2 threes already from him. It's the Knicks' leading scorer with 8. All right there with Towns. I don't know what Towns has. Vincent. Throwing it to Alexander Walker. Gets it in the corner to Kuminga for 3. Shot up, no good. Rebound by Robinson. Come on. Finish this quarter strong. Brunson off a series of screens. Finds Bridges. He'll drive. Foul line. Pull up. Jay. Got it. Love what I've seen from Mikal Bridges today. Terry, was that positive enough for you? Johnson hands it off to Vincent. Vincent back to Johnson. Brunson on him. The Knicks send it double, force him to give it up. Alexander Walker in the corner. Catch, pump fake, relocate 3. Shot missed. Rebound grab by Vincent. Knicks have to do a better job of finishing possessions rebound-wise as Alexander Walker walks to the rim and lays it up. Brunson, left side. He's doubled. Trying to find space. Blow by. Kick out. OG again. Missing the corner 3 this time. Rebound by Johnson. He'll bring it up. Knicks get back on defense. Bridges matched up on Johnson. Brunson on Kuminga. They switch on the screen. Now it's Bridges versus Kuminga. Now they're going to go right to Johnson. Guarded by Brunson. Force him into a tough fadeaway 2 and knocks it in. I don't want Brunson on Johnson, but if that's the way the possession's going to end, I'm okay with it. Forcing it into a fadeaway shot where he didn't get to take advantage of the size. Bridges off the Robinson screen. Gets into the lane. Kicks it into the corner. OG thought about it, and now he'll fire. No good. I wish he just would have shot it the first time. 80 seconds left in the quarter. Kuminga driving. Kicking. Mid-range J up. No good, but another offensive rebound allowed. Then Bridges with a nice block and a turnover. Knicks have numbers. Brunson blows by Kuminga into the lane. Euro step. Fouled. Going to the line. Alexander Walker is telling his coach to challenge. As Quinn Snyder is going to challenge. And that's all ball. That's going to be a... Ball was immediately recovered by Brunson, but he did step out of bounds. 1 step after collecting the ball. I don't know what constitutes as possession.
I feel like the whistle was probably blown. That's why he kept, if the whistle hadn't been blown, he would have been more conscious of where he was standing. I feel like that's got to be Knicks' possession after.
I hope so.
Jason says jump ball. But, yeah, we've seen some people saying this is good stuff from Mikal Bridges. Yeah, he's got 8 points, being aggressive, already taken 5 shots. He is one of the best, I think maybe the best guy the Knicks have on those backdoor cuts and finding a way to get open behind the defense. So he keeps doing that. Towns has found him one time as well. OG off to a hot start, knocked down 2 threes. And for Atlanta, it's been Alexander Walker and Johnson. They got to figure out a way to stop Nikhil. Otherwise, he's going to go for 40 tonight.
Yeah, they're going to say the challenge is successful, but Brunson recovered the ball. So it'll be Knicks ball on the baseline with 18 seconds on the shot clock. Not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, that works with me. I mean, obviously, it's the right call, but Knicks get possession back. So good job by Brunson securing the ball after that. Here we go. Can the Knicks finish this quarter strong? A minute left here. All tied up at 29. Let's get a bucket, a stop, and another bucket here for the Knicks. Shout out to Terrence. Trying to get us some more likes. We're 4 likes away from 200. Make sure you help us get there. Let's go.
Knicks ball on the baseline. 18 seconds left. Shamit throws it into Brunson. Brunson, Robinson, Shamit, Anunoby, and Bridges. Brunson going to get a screen from Robinson. Gets downhill. Hands it off to Shamit. Nowhere to go. Kicks it to Bridges. 5 on the shot clock. He'll drive on Sachet. Into the lane. Fading. Missed. Rebound. Tapped up and recovered by Atlanta. Then a steal by Brunson. Into the lane. Drops it off to Mikal. Goes up with it. Fouled. Going to the line for 2.
So good awareness by Brunson to turn and make that steal. Bradley kind of just throws it right to him, trying to push the ball ahead. He gets it to Bridges.
Is that Tony Bradley?
That is.
How is he still in the league?
I don't know. I think they just signed him because they had an injury. But Bridges misses the first free throw.
We got to add more teams, though, so people can roster people like Tony Bradley. As Bridges goes 1 of 2 from the line. The Knicks haven't shot well from the line tonight. I think they're 2 of 4 there. Brunson missed one and Bridges missed one. 35 seconds left. Daniels to McCollum. Shamit on him. Dies on the screen. Blows by Robinson. Finishes over Anunoby. That's a beautiful offensive play by C.J. McCollum. 3-second difference between the shot clock and game clock here as Brunson will handle with 15 left in the quarter. Guarded by Daniels. Extending the defense to half court. It's been a back and forth first quarter. Brunson, herky-jerky, trying to create, nowhere to go. Tough shot, missed it. Bridges there to clean it up. An active Mikal Bridges keeping the Knicks in this one. McCollum from half court, good if it goes. It does not. The Knicks win the first quarter, 32-31.
Get those 25s in the chat. A big first quarter for Mikal Bridges and a great play there to get the Knicks a bucket before the quarter ends. Great hustle. And then once you get those 25s, you guys know how we do it over here. Let us know your grade for that New York Knicks first quarter. Type A, B, C, D, or F. Let us know what you think of their performance so far as they're up 32-31 on the Atlanta Hawks after 1. How about Mikal Bridges, man? It seems like he's locked in. He's making winning basketball plays on top of being aggressive. He's got 11 first quarter points. Good stuff from him. Seeing a combination of B's and C's, some B minuses, B plus, C, C minus, C plus. We got an A from 5-star. Oh, Vinny Pip announcing his presence in the chat. Shout out to you, Vinny. I think I'm probably in a B range as well. B plus maybe. I mean,
B plus.
B. Like they could clean
You're
up
going soft on the guys.
They could clean up the turnovers.
You just allowed 31. You had 5 turnovers in the first quarter.
I don't know. Maybe I'm feeling generous because they finally started and weren't down after the first 6 minutes. But
I can't go higher than a C+. You allowed 30. You turned the ball over 5. You shot, 65% from 3, and you're up 1?
Defense could be a little better as well. But it feels like they're
on pace to give up 124 tonight.
They're self-inflicted, which I guess is,
which would, I think, lower the grade even more so.
Yeah.
Think about it like this. You're shooting 60% from the field, 50% from 3, and you're up by 1, and it comes off of a putback. What if Mikal Bridges doesn't make that putback? Does your grade change? You're not letting one offensive putback get you to a B+, right?
Yeah, I guess, I don't know. I'm also grading it against you're playing a higher quality opponent as well. Maybe B+ is a little strong. I'll go B.
Yeah, I'm at about like a C+. I don't think that was even close to the best that the Knicks can play. Going Mike Breen on us. Going to be happy to get to the playoffs and lose in round 1 because they were so bad a couple of years ago.
They have lowered the bar with their slow starts, and they got in my head, I guess, and made me think, wow, they started fast. They should get some extra credit for that, when I guess in reality that's what they should be doing the entire time. So apologies to the chat.
I can't even say it started fast. They were down 10-5 with 10 minutes left.
Yeah, it's just they were
winning
winning after 6 minutes, which they are usually not. That's what was in my head. Winning after 6 minutes, which they never are.
You're up 4 with 2:46 left. If they would have allowed 28 points, I would have given them a B, but you gave up 30 points. You allowed them to shoot 50% from 3, and I can't go higher than a C+.
Fair. There you go.
My expectations are to get to the finals, though, so that's what I judge this team off of. McBride, Anunoby, Clarkson, Robinson, and Shamet are the 5. OG drives to the lane and just falls, so it's a turnover. Handed it off right to McCollum. Daniels driving on Shamet. Good help defense from Robinson. Clarkson with a good closeout on Reese. 10 left on the shot clock. He'll put it on the deck. Spinning, fading, shot over Clarkson. No good. That's great defense. Knicks will have it in the front court. McBride swinging to Shamet. Off a screen from Anunoby. Finds him inside. Anunoby 1 foot from the cup. Lays it up with the left. Great ball movement. Good finish. No Towns to start the second quarter. That's usually when he's on the floor. Interesting. Kuminga, guarded by McBride. Kuminga going to try to back him down. Has him at the foul line. Pulls up. Knocks it in. Shamet to Robinson. Top of the key. Right back to him. Shamet with space. Trying to drive. He does. Lays it up. No good, but it's Mitchell Robinson there to clean it up. They call a foul? No basket. How is there no basket? And how is that not a foul on Kuminga? He just put his chest on the back of Anunoby. As they're going to say, Shamet was fouled on the layup, so he'll go to the line for 2. Shamet, first free throw. Got it.
So maybe we're seeing a little bit of a tweak or a preview of Mike Brown's tweaked rotations here, heading into stretch run for the playoffs and deviating from what he typically does.
As Shamet misses the free throw, the Knicks are 3 of 6 from the line. Dyson into the front court. Blows by Shamet. Layup up, missed it, got it. Robinson then steals it from him. Outlet to Clarkson. Knicks can push if they want. McBride bringing up the left side. Swinging to Shamet. Now we'll lock into a half-court set. McBride playing off the catch. 13 on the shot clock. Using a Robinson screen. Has space. He'll fire. Good! Deuce McBride. 2 of 2, or at least 2 threes made. It is 2 of 2, bringing back some offense to this team. As McCollum's 3 is up, no good. Offensive rebound up, no good. Offensive rebound fouled. Knicks are getting smoked on the glass right now. I think that's 3 offensive rebounds this quarter for them. 7 offensive rebounds allowed by the New York Knicks. It's not a stop on defense until you get a rebound. I'm sorry, a front court of Jonathan Kuminga and
Mark, let Vinny say it.
You have Mitchell Robinson and OG Anunoby in the game, and they've got Kuminga and Muhammad Gay. That free throw is missed, a rebound by Robinson. Ball don't lie. Shamet to OG, driving, kicking. McBride from the corner will bring it back up top. Him and Shamet play catch. McBride getting a screen from Anunoby. That's got to be a foul on defense. They shove Anunoby to the ground, and it is. OG went to set a screen, and he just fell face first. I feel like he got pushed in the lower back. Knicks ball side out of bounds, 14 on the shot clock, up 38-34. They're a +3 this quarter. Shamet to Robinson, back to Shamet. He'll use the screen, gets downhill, kicks it out. Clarkson, blow by, into the lane, Euro step, kick out. McBride, one more. OG, clean look. Smoked it. I wish McBride would have taken that shot from the corner. Dyson Daniels into the front court. Kuminga and Okongwu, 2-man game. Jonathan Kuminga turning the corner, pulling up from the elbow, had to pass out of the shot. Good contest by Robinson. He'll catch again. Blocked by Robinson. And Robinson almost gets a steal, but he was out of bounds.
Shout out to Mitch. He's been active defensively right there, getting the block, and he was the one who was getting that, securing that offensive rebound, preventing Daniels from getting an easy offensive rebound bucket earlier with those 23s in the chat.
You don't see many people block three-point attempts. Robinson has always done that, dating back to his rookie year. McCollum, as the shot clock's bleeding, fade away 3, no good. Offensive rebound keeps it alive. Kuminga for 3, missed it. Ball up, rebound. Atlanta, putback slam. 9 offensive rebounds allowed by the Knicks. They're getting bullied again. You got bullied by Charlotte, now you're getting bullied by Atlanta. It's an embarrassing rebounding performance by the Knicks. Robinson hands it off to Clarkson. Now he'll use a screen. Clarkson, tough shot, counted and the foul. Jordan Clarkson, a professional bucket getter.
He is making his case to Mike Brown and put me in the playoff rotation. I am ready to play. I'm a veteran. I came here, took the veteran minimum to come help this team win a championship. Let me do my thing. And he's doing his thing there, finishing the bucket. Get those JC's double zeros down in the chat.
Clarkson looking for one more. Got it. 41-36, up by 5. 8:40 left. Same 5 on the floor. Clarkson, Anunoby, Robinson, Shamet, and McBride. Okongwu puts it on the deck. Driving across the floor. Robinson pokes it away, and it's a steal. Knicks have numbers, 3-on-2. And McBride slow into the front court. Should have thrown the lob. He'll drive into the lane. Now through the baseline. Kicks it to Clarkson. Corner 3. No good. Robinson grabbing the board. Goes up with it and lays it in. Mitchell Robinson says, I see your offensive rebounds. I could do one better. Knicks up 7. Timeout Atlanta. Would have liked to see McBride finish that fast break. It was essentially a 2-on-1. Daniels guarding Robinson. Deuce could have went to the lane. If nobody stops ball, just throw it to the backboard. Robinson would have finished it home. Either way, they get a bucket, though.
Yep, that should be the number 1 rule on the fast break. Make them stop you before you look to pass. Don't make their job any easier. How about Mitchell Robinson, though? He is getting into his time of year where he can swing a playoff series, swing a game, swing a quarter. Whatever he does helps the team win. And the last couple of games, we've seen him be a little better finishing layups as well. Not only just dunking it, but getting home, be looking a little more comfortable, putting the ball up off the glass, getting that field goal percentage even higher than it already was. So he seems to be rounding into form. Hopefully he continues, stays healthy, and keeps making an impact for the Knicks. And it's, hopefully that what their plan with him all season was to manage his injury, manage his minutes, manage his workload, and not playing back-to-backs has him fresh and ready to go for the Knicks playoff run. $830 people in the building. If you're here, you're a diehard Knicks fan, you want the Knicks to beat the Hawks tonight. Right now, up 7 in the second quarter. Hit that thumbs up icon. Let's get that number up over 300. I know there's got to be at least 65 Knicks fans in here who have not yet liked the video. We appreciate it. Help support us and shows us who all the real ones are.
Yeah, Mitch looks good, John. He does. He looks good.
Yeah, Mitch just reminding kind of like he is the wild card the Knicks can kind of throw down in any series, in any matchup. Not really any team in the NBA has a guy that can really neutralize him. You don't neutralize Mitchell Robinson with one guy. If a team's going to stop him and keep him off the glass, it takes a team effort to rebound the basketball, commit to boxing out, commit to not. And even if he's doing that, he's forcing guys to not leak out and go on the fast break, especially against a team like Atlanta. He is changing the game by not even getting rebounds, just forcing teams to adjust their playing style and their strategy to stop him and keep him off the glass and combat what he does well. Mitchell Robinson, the gravity and kind of just the impact that he can make without even touching the basketball is tremendous for the Knicks.
What up, Carl? What up, Brody? Let's go. Come on. Run away with this one.
Yeah, send a message.
All right. Knicks make a couple of substitutions. Hart comes in. It's Hart, Shamet, Robinson, McBride, and Clarkson. Okongwu handing off to Vincent. Cut off by Clarkson. Good defense. Okongwu, top of the key three. Got it. Seven points for him. Or 10. 10 points for him. McBride off the screen for three. Offensive foul on Robinson. The way they have, I've said it 1,000 times, I think. I just don't understand the change in the way that they call moving screens. They're going to call that foul on Clarkson, I guess. I don't know. Johnson driving, hanging, can't hit. Rebound by Robinson. Outlet to McBride. Up court to Clarkson, and it was a terrible pass and a turnover. Another unforced turnover by the Knicks. Is that 9 turnovers? 8 turnovers already. Alexander Walker shakes free of McBride into the lane, lays it up and in, high off the glass, over the Robinson contest. And just like that, it's a 2-point game. Shamet driving. Gets stopped on the baseline. They'll find Clarkson now on the right wing. Spin move, attacking Vincent. Lost it. Another turnover. You have 9 turnovers, and I'm not sure the Hawks have forced 1. Is that 3 for Atlanta's up? No good. Rebound by Hart. Hart bringing it up, having to navigate away from Alexander Walker. He'll get it to Shamet. And they're going to say out of bounds off Atlanta. How is that not a foul?
Yeah, the Knicks, their own worst enemy right now on offense. They are shooting the ball pretty well, but if you're not going to actually even get a shot up because you're forcing your own turnovers, going to limit what you can do offensively.
As Karl Anthony Towns back in the game, he sat for about 12 game minutes. Brunson checks in with Towns. Brunson off the screen, pocket pass. Towns, top of the key, three. No good. Rebound by Atlanta. This is a new rotation. The Knicks have not done this all year long. Kuminga, right wing, gets it to Daniels. He'll have it. Top of the key. Blows by Bridges and lays it up and in. Terrible defense by Mikal Bridges. And we're tied at 43. Bridges picks his dribble up from 30 feet, gets to Towns, gets it right back, attacks the lane. Not even close on the layup. Didn't hit rim. Atlanta fast break the other way. Alexander Walker, step in three. Splash. Knicks down by 3. Just like that, a 10-0 run for Atlanta. Too many turnovers. Brunson off the catch for 3. Nope. Johnson to bring it into the front court for Atlanta. He'll throw it inside to Okongwu off his hands. Bad pass stolen. 5-on-3. Shamet will pull up for 3. No good. Then a full court pass from Atlanta, and it's out of bounds off the hands of Bridges.
Just when we thought maybe the Knicks can kind of extend their lead and send a message here to the Hawks, instead they let them right back in the game, and they make their life easy by just handing them the basketball, giving them open shots, handing the game to Atlanta, not forcing them to take it from them.
McCollum off the bounce. Good defense there. The Knicks switch. They're going to post up Jalen Johnson. 18 feet out. Backing down Shamet. Gets to the rim. Easy layup. As you're down by 5. Knicks are on the ropes right now. 12-0 run.
Road game here for the Knicks against Atlanta. You have to be able to stop the bleeding when you're on the road. This is a playoff-like environment. Atlanta's a playoff-caliber team. You have to figure out how to be able to kind of not let that avalanche just kind of go and change the game. I mean, what is it, 12-0 run? You're not going to win too many games, but you're giving up 12-0 runs in the playoffs. Knicks were lucky to be ahead 7 at that time. Otherwise, it could be a lot worse.
When you don't take care of the ball and you allow offensive rebounds, it's going to come back to bite you. And you should have been up by far more than 7 points. But your mistakes, unforced, allow them back into the game, and now you are behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, like we've said this in prior games. I think you said it earlier as well. It's alarming when you are out shooting them, you're outplaying them, and you're only up by a certain amount. You're not up by enough. Because basketball. Stop me if you've heard this before, but basketball is a game of runs, so you know the other shoe is going to drop at some point, and if you're not ahead by enough, you're not going to be ready to sustain that run. And there we go. Atlanta finally starts to figure it out with all the opportunities you are handing them with extra possessions by turning the ball over and allowing those offensive rebounds, and they finally start capitalizing on them, and now you're looking down a 5-point lead. Atlanta has all the momentum. Turnover thing's kind of been a group effort. Brunson has 2. Clarkson has 2. Got Karl Anthony Towns with 2.
Bride has at least 1. That was a terrible pass to Jordan Clarkson on the left side. That went through his legs.
Yeah, McBride has 1. So it's been a team issue so far in this game of not valuing the basketball enough, not making the right play at times, overthinking it. Good thing about that is you control it. It's not something they're doing that you haven't figured out how to stop. It's your own decisions that you can just correct, do better, and change going forward, and hopefully clean that up and help them try and get back in this game. As Brian Dubinsky lets me know, my bracket is popped. Yes, I'm aware. I am cooked in the bracket. I had all 4 picks. No longer do I have a chance at winning any of my brackets. Thank you. Appreciate that. We'll get that on screen as soon as it comes through.
Hell yeah, B-Dub.
It's not like he texted me that twice this weekend either.
All right, Knicks down 5. Haven't scored a point in 3.5 minutes. They'll start with a Brunson and Towns pick and roll, and it results in an easy layup for Karl Anthony Towns. The key to success in the playoffs is no secret. Those 2 guys have to lead the way. McCollum off the Kongwu screen. Pulls up, elbow, wide open. No contest by Towns. Drilled it.
It's a professional scorer, C.J. McCollum.
Should probably try to defend him and make it tough and get a hand up, but shoot, when you play defense within your pockets and defense with your hands in your pockets and drop coverage, why not? Hey, you can make layups on the other end. Brunson guarded by Okongwu. Driving, left-hand scoop. Up and in! Should have been an and 1 as Brunson ends up on the deck. Brunson sprinting back into the picture. Okongwu does not care. He'll fire a 3, and he'll miss. Daniels rebounding the ball, keeping it alive. McCollum, mid-range J up, no good. Then another offensive rebound picked up by Atlanta, courtesy of the ball bouncing off the Knicks out of bounds. The inability to get stops on defense because you can't grab the rebound is costing you this ball game. Alexander Walker to throw it in. He'll throw it to McCollum, and he'll get it right back. 10 on the shot clock. Alexander Walker off a screen. Hart switches on to him. Finds Daniels. Gets it back. Deep left wing 3. Splash. Knicks down by 6. Brunson to Towns. Towns finding Brunson on a cut. OG wide open 3. Need it. Got it. Big shot by Anunoby. He's carried the Knicks offensively so far. 13 on the night. 3 of 6 from distance.
This is the 3rd straight game OG has had his shot rolling from 3. It's a good sign as we head into the playoffs.
McCollum off the screen. Playing with Towns. Kicking it to Johnson. Out to Okongwu. Missed rebound by Towns. Outlet to Brunson. He'll walk it up. Brunson, guarded by Alexander Walker, gets a screen from Towns. It's going to be an offensive foul on Cat. Yep. See that coming from a mile away.
Josh Hart trailing behind Alexander Walker. He has been the guy that's hurt you the most from Atlanta. Knicks need to get a hand up on him and face guard him if at all possible.
McCollum driving on Brunson into the lane, kicking to the corner. Dyson Daniels for 3, no good. Rebound by Hart. He'll kick it ahead to Bridges. Bridges on the right wing, driving on Jalen Johnson. Getting into the lane, kicking it out to Hart, and we'll reset with Brunson up top. Brunson with 10 seconds on the clock. Got to get a screen from Hart, Doesn't do anything. Towns catches from 18 feet. Facing up Okongwu. Pump fake, drive. Has a step, lost it, turnover. Back-to-back turnovers for Karl Anthony Towns. He's checked into the game. He made a layup. He didn't play defense on the pick and roll. He then created an offensive foul for himself, and then he turned the ball over there. He has been terrible tonight.
Yeah, and catches in maybe one of the worst positions as well. The long two, not a threat to shoot it from there. They want you to shoot it from there and far from the hoop.
And the way that he pivoted made himself even further from the basket.
Yep, just putting himself in the absolute worst position possible. No surprise what the result was.
Jalen Johnson, one-on-one versus Josh Hart. Good defense. Ball poked away. Stolen by Hart. One man to beat. And he'll pull it down, pull it out to Bridges. Gets to his baby J on the baseline, and it's up and in. Good play there by Towns. I think he was the one who knocked it away from Okongwu. Hart picked up the ball. Alexander Walker on the left wing. He's been awesome for Atlanta tonight. Gets a screen. Hard on him. Kicks it out to Johnson. Good closeout there by Bridges. They'll go back to Alexander Walker. He'll spin. Bridges all over him. Tough 17-footer. Got it. Wow, Alexander Walker. He is playing like his cousin SGA. Unreal. Towns catches from 23 feet out. Puts it on the deck. Has space, kicks it to Brunson. Great pass, clean look, three ball. No good. Brunson, I don't know what he's playing offensively tonight, but I think it's been horrible. As Brunson gets run over by Okongwu, no call, wide open three for Daniels, missed. Rebound, grabbed by Okongwu, beat Towns to the ball, just wanted it more, and now the Knicks are down by 5, under a minute left. Karl Anthony Towns, man. I can't wait till you're off this team. I don't care anymore. You ain't going to be playing much longer. Brunson spinning into the lane, working on Daniels, hanging, fouled.
Just lack of execution on a lot of things for the Knicks here throughout this entire first half, and it's come back to bite them as the Hawks have finally started to figure it out, knock down some shots, and take advantage of all the opportunities you're giving them.
As Brunson missed another free throw. He's been terrible today. Are we even going to make it to May? .39 seconds left in the half. Knicks down by 4. McCollum in the front court. Hands it off to Johnson. Guarded by Hart. Runs him off at Daniels' screen. And it's going to be a foul on Bridges away from the ball.
The lack of ability to make free throws is something that's only going to be magnified as the games gain in importance. Those are free points, and a game that comes down to one possession could make the difference.
As that layup is up, no good, but another offensive rebound for Atlanta. Now they get to hold for the final shot of the half. 11 offensive rebounds for Atlanta. They just are bigger, stronger, and want it more than you. Alexander Walker into the lane, fadeaway 2, blocked. Johnson gets the board, and then Towns will reject it out of bounds. Knicks lose the second quarter by 5. I gave him a C+ for the first half quarter. I'm down to a D+ for the first half. That was a terrible second quarter by the Knicks, especially when their starters checked into the game.
Yep,
as Towns is having to be escorted away from the court as he was arguing with the ref.
Refs aren't the reason you're down 4 points. You turn the ball over. You haven't cleaned. You've given them too many extra opportunities on the offensive end. You haven't done anything to slow down Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He's cooking you right now, 7 of 9, 20 points. And you've had too many self-inflicted mistakes.
When Karl Anthony Towns has been on the floor, the Atlanta Hawks have had a 52.9 offensive rebound percentage.
It's crazy.
I just can't wait for it to be over. I cannot wait. This team would be a lot better if 23 played more minutes than 32 did.
I mean, even just look at the field goal attempt differential. They have taken 14 more shots than you. That's because of the turnovers and it's because of the offensive rebounds. It's very hard to beat a team when you just take less shots than them. The shooting percentages on any given night in the NBA, obviously teams are going to shoot better than other teams, but it's all going to be relatively within a certain range. And part of the game is just the game of getting more shots. That's why Mitchell Robinson is so valuable, because he gets you extra possessions and he gets you extra shots and he gives you that margin to not shoot as well maybe because you're getting more looks. And when you have that and you face that in reverse and you're losing the offensive rebound battle by 8 and you're giving them free possessions as well, on pace for 20-plus turnovers, hard to win. I mean, they're not shooting overly well from 3, 7 of 20, but just give them more overall shot attempts. It's easier to score more points.
Jason says, so we're blaming the game on Towns? Not entirely, but you're the starting center, and your team's getting out-rebounded by 5, by 8 on the offensive glass, and your team has 11 turnovers, and I believe you have 3 of them, one not even including an offensive foul that you got on setting a screen, so that's 4 turnovers in my book. But hey, he shot 60% from the field, and he's 1 of 2 from 3.
I mean, I think the most telling stat is that you said that Atlanta's grabbing 50% of the shots they miss when Towns is in the game. They're getting the offensive rebound. If you're going to play at center, which we've talked about is when he's had the most success, when he's guarded by other teams' centers, you need to be able to control the glass when you're in there.
The Atlanta Hawks have an offensive rating of 132.3 tonight when Karl Anthony Towns is on the floor. When Karl Anthony Towns is off the floor, they have an offensive rating of 106.7. They're shooting 35% from the floor when he is off the court, effective field goal percentage-wise, and they're shooting 46.9% effective field goal percentage-wise when he's on the floor. So when he's on the floor, Atlanta's having their way offensively. They're dominating the glass, and he is contributing to a fourth of the turnovers and also offensive fouls as well. I got to remember the restroom. Everyone can be better, but he's the highest-paid player, and in this league, the highest-paid players have to be the best players, and he never is.
Shout out to everyone in the building. If you have not yet, hit that thumbs up icon. 20 likes away from 300. Let's see if we can get there with 800 people watching. We'll kind of do a little bit of a stat recap. We went over kind of the team stats a little bit, but, I mean, you're losing the glass. You're losing the offensive rebound battle. You do have more assists than them, and you are assisting a lot of your own baskets. So the ball has been moving pretty well offensively for the Knicks, but they're losing that field goal attempt battle, and they're giving away a lot of free possessions via turnovers and offensive rebounds. You were lighting it up, shooting the ball early on in that first quarter, and you came back to earth a little bit in that second quarter, only 37% from 3. That's going to happen in a game. You're going to hit a lot of shots. You're going to miss a lot of shots in a row. You got to be able to kind of stay consistent and handle those runs that the other team's going to go on when you're not hitting your own shots. And it's been a kind of issue we've hit on a lot of teams, a lot of times, in that first half is they have They're leaving points on the line, and this game comes down to one possession. They've already left 4 points on the free throw line. Could come back to bite you, and as the games continue to grow in importance, that's going to be only magnified how the lackluster free throw shooting from this New York Knicks team could cost them a game, could cost them a series. I mean, Nickeil Alexander-Walker's been the story for Atlanta, 20 points. He is the leading candidate for most improved player in the NBA, shooting 77% from the field, 75% from three, and feels like he has had a lot of open looks. The Knicks have not done a good job in denying him and playing good defense on him. But he hasn't been the only guy. C.J. McCollum, 7 points, and he's had a few easy baskets. This is a guy who has been in the league for a long time, professional scorer, knows how to put the ball in the hoop, and it's not a guy you can just leave open because he will hurt you if you do that. I think the other guy for Atlanta that's really made an impact is Johnson. He's got 9 points. He hasn't been the most efficient, and the Knicks have forced him to turn the ball over a good amount of times, so the defense pretty solid on him. He is their all-star and a guy that really usually they go as he goes, so the fact that you've been able to control him is good, but you've then given up 20 first-half points to Alexander Walker, so you're kind of mitigating some of that defense you're playing on Johnson by letting another guy hurt you. For the Knicks, it hasn't been Brunson's best first half performance. We talked about a couple times where he had those self-inflicted turnovers, just overthinking and not trying to think about what he should do instead of what he knows that he should do. You're Jalen Brunson. You're good at basketball. You know what to do out there. Just focus and don't let those voices, he's kind of hearing those voices, seeing ghosts, whatever you want, not making the right play at a high enough clip. Only 6 points, does have 5 assists, but 2 turnovers, and those were self-inflicted. Atlanta's not doing anything with their scheme to force him into those turnovers. He's just making the wrong play and struggling shooting the ball. And it doesn't even have the free throws on here, which I believe he has missed 2 of. So time for him to heat up and figure it out. It was nice to see Deuce McBride knock down 2 threes. If his shot can really get going, that is another X factor for this team when Deuce is out there playing tough perimeter defense and knocking down threes. He's one of the most valuable players in the NBA. Marsh is in the bathroom. The double big does, Seth Gross, not require Towns to control the glass as much or defend the paint, but it creates more issues offensively because Towns has not been at his best, again, when he has smaller defenders on him. You would think, oh, he's got a smaller defender, let's just post him up and take advantage of it, but he has not been able to take advantage of those matchups this season, and I think that's why they have not used that lineup more. And honestly, when you have Robinson going to a lineup with 4 guys who can shoot around Robinson, is really how to optimize him offensively as well, opens up for those lobs, those screen and rolls with Brunson or whoever it may be. We'll see. Kind of just cramps that spacing offensively, and if you have a player like in the grand scheme of things with Towns and you're a $50 million plus player, you should not need to play with a specific lineup in order to be at your best. You should be the guy that makes other players better. Marsh is in the bathroom. We're running through some stats here from the first half of this game. OG Anunoby did continue his hot shooting from beyond the arc in that first half. He's got 13 points, did contribute 2 turnovers to that total for the Knicks, so I'd like to see him hang on to the ball a little tighter, take a little bit better care of it. But if he can catch fire and keep his three-point shooting going throughout this week and into the playoffs next week, it's going to be a big swing. He is one of the biggest swing players for the Knicks. When he plays well, they really take their team to another level, and they feel the void that he leaves when he's not scoring the basketball. Mikal Bridges had one of his better offensive first halves as well. He was not a part of that turnover issue. Had a couple backdoor cuts where he was able to get found. Towns did make a nice pass to him on 1 or 2 of those. Bridges hit a nice little pull-up jumper in transition. Wasn't really doing it from beyond the arc, but he was still effective at kind of getting to his spots and laying it up, and did take some contact and may take some free throws as well, which is not really normally a part of his game. So Knicks as a unit have not really been obviously putting it all together, but you're seeing some of these individual guys start to find their game a little bit and start to play better individually, and hopefully they can just put it all together, play as a group, and figure out like these. So far in this game, it's a self-inflicted wounds, things that they can control. It's a better sign that those are things that they can correct. It's alarming that they're not doing it. We're 4 games left in the season, but I just can't really count on them changing that and turning that around at this point. And Josh Hart playing basketball today, man. Not a lot going on for him. Only no points, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 3 rebounds. Have not heard his name called much at all. He has just been non-existent there. And I remember at least one play defensively where he was kind of trailing behind Alexander Walker, let him kind of get open for a 3, and he knocked it down. So you're not doing anything offensively. You're struggling defensively. The Knicks need more from Josh Hart. Karl-Anthony Towns, we talked a lot about him. I won't beat a dead horse or continue to talk about it. There's a lot of things that he can do better, and not sure if it's going to change at this point in his career. And Mitchell Robinson was arguably the most impactful Knick in that first half. 4.6 rebounds, did have a few offensive rebounds that's led to his own buckets as well. And one thing that I've noticed from Mitch over the last couple games is he has honestly gotten better at just laying the ball up and in. It sounds simple, but usually he was a dunk or pass it out. I've seen him kind of lay the ball up and in off the glass a few times in these last 2 or 3 games. If he can just continue to add to his game, it's only going to make it more effective when he gets those offensive rebounds and more of a threat for him to put it back up instead of just having to kick it out to an open shooter. So we'll see if they can kind of pool some of those individual performances together, play better as a team in the second half. And definitely a few guys you need more from on the Knicks: Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, Karl-Anthony Towns, all those guys. If the Knicks want to win games, win series, win championships, they need better performances from all those guys, and they're going to need those guys at their best. Like Marshall always says, your best players have to be your best players in order for you to win games in the NBA. One thing that we didn't talk about, Marsh, that kind of just talked about a little bit was lack of impact from Josh Hart in that first half. Not much that he did. Has not scored yet. And feel like he just hasn't been doing what he does, wrecking havoc. We haven't really called his name much as for him having an impact on this game.
No, that's for sure. You have not. We haven't seen much of him do really anything. Yeah, I don't know. He and Towns both play 15 minutes. Shamit with 12. Robinson with 10 minutes. Towns with 15. Who do you think plays more minutes in the second half?
It's hard to look at that game and not call for more Robinson minutes. Whether or not they'll oblige, I don't know, but it's clear the Knicks are a better team when Robinson's out there and not Towns, especially against an athletic team like Atlanta.
You don't think every team game plan is try to run as many bodies as JB and make? Yeah, I think that is every team's. I do think so. Yeah, one thing the Knicks need to do is make someone besides Nickeil Alexander-Walker make some shots, man.
Yeah, they've actually done a slightly decent job against Jalen Johnson. He has not really hurt you too much. He's actually turned the ball over 4 times. But you're kind of mitigating like the impact of playing good defense against him, forcing him on 36% shooting, 4 turnovers by letting Alexander Walker beat you and drop 20 first half points. So
All right, here we go. Second half underway. Knicks down by 4. They won the first quarter by 1. They lose the second quarter by 5. Brunson on the right wing finds Towns on the roll. He'll fade away from 15 and gets it to go. Alexander Walker inside to Okongwu. Misses, gets his own miss. Missed it again. This time Towns able to grab a board. Outlet to Josh Hart. Knicks play slow, and they'll settle for a half-court possession. Towns, top of the key, throws it into the post. Anunoby, guarded by McCollum. That has to be a bucket. Instead, McCollum swipes it away from Anunoby, and he'll recollect. Him and Bridges play catch. OG, step back 3. That's pitiful. You had 6'3" CJ McCollum on you, and you couldn't score. OG Anunoby, that's embarrassing. You didn't even get a shot up on rim. McCollum was almost out of the league. And there he is, wide open for the corner 3. Missed it. Rebound by Towns. Outlet to Bridges. Let's go. Come on. The Knicks haven't realized they can't score in the half court very well. They haven't been able to do it all year long. The refusal to play fast is always something I never understand. Bridges off the Towns screen. How many times have we seen that this year? Kicks it out to Towns. Towns, no-look pass into the corner. Brunson 3. Brick. Need Brunson to make some shots, man. Gonna need Brunson to make some shots. Alexander Walker, top of the key. Nearly at half court. Swings to Johnson. Johnson somehow one-on-one with Brunson. Runs through his chest, no call. And he lays it up and in. How on a half-court set with no switching does Jalen Brunson end up on Jalen Johnson? Towns, top of the key. Pump fake, drive. Taking the contact and throws it down. Towns a little bit more active right now. Quickly the other way is Dyson Daniels. His layup no good, and they call a foul on Karl Anthony Towns.
looks like Towns did have his hand on the ball first, did get a little bit of arm there, but I need him to just focus less on the officiating, focus more on what you can control. This goes for every basketball player. Like, the refs are going to call it the way they're going to call it, and how you react to it is probably not going to change it. Focus on what you can do better. And that wasn't terrible defense there. A tough call, no doubt, but ball doesn't lie as he misses the second free throw.
Knicks down 3. Brunson off a Towns screen. Pull up. Pass out of shot into Towns. Out into the corner for OG, and he missed it. Wide open 3. Knicks are missing shots now after being hot in the first half. Whenever you shoot like they did and you're down, it's never good. Jalen Johnson, wide open 3, good. It's a problem. Their best players make shots. Our best players don't make shots. And that's why a lot of people I never will say the Knicks have the talent. Well, how come the talent doesn't ever shine through? How come it never shines through? Bridges and Anunoby shot a combined 33% from the playoffs last year. Think you're winning the championship with your best 2 shooters shooting that? As Brunson drives into the lane and lays it up and in. Like, we like to think this team has the talent. Do you think other teams look at the Knicks and are like, they've got the talent to win it all? I don't think anyone does. As there's an offensive foul on Daniels. Brunson doing a good job making it tough. Like, I don't know. If you had the talent, you'd win.
Yeah, it's usually how it works, especially in an extended series when you're playing the same team 7 times in a row. So
Brunson gets a screen from Towns. Alexander Walker on him. trying to find the range. Gets into the lane, has a step, hangs, and hits. Back-to-back buckets for Jaylen Brown. Jalen Brunson.
I think a lot of it has to do with what you said.
Alexander Walker, wide open three, good.
Is that, like, this team's best players never all play well in the same game. Like, we saw OG is shooting the ball well the last couple of games. Bridges offensively has been good, but
OG in the corner, driving, cut off. Hart, catch and shoot three, not even close. Rebound grab by Atlanta. Here they come. 3-on-2. Johnson out to McCollum, wide open three. Towns late into the picture and gets Jade up for three. Knicks down 8, playing with fire. This could be 20 in a minute. Timeout, Knicks.
they just, I mean, that it's just poor defense pretty much to start this half entirely. Let Johnson finally get going after he was the one guy who really wasn't killing you in that first half, and now you're letting C.J. McCollum walk into an open three. That's going to be trouble. They don't ever all play well in the same game, it seems like. Even when now we've got OG and Bridges picking it up offensively a little bit. Now you have Towns not playing his best, Brunson not playing his best, Josh Hart not doing anything. Need everyone to step up, play their best, and contribute if you want to reach your pinnacle as a team. And like, there's been very few occasions where this season feels like every guy is playing his best basketball for the Knicks.
Yeah, they don't look very good again.
Yeah.
I mean, respectfully, think about who you're getting beat by right now. C.J. McCollum, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Jalen Johnson, and Onyeka Okongwu.
Nobody's confusing this for a super team in the NBA. They're all good players. I mean, McCollum obviously a veteran, the other more young and up and coming, but
you're all in.
Yeah, this is not.
The Knicks are all in, and they have a hand of 9 of hearts and 8 of spades.
They didn't construct this roster to kind of just further on that, to beat the Atlanta Hawks, and they still yet are struggling to beat the Atlanta Hawks here tonight.
Kareem Davies, I think you're missing the point. No one's not saying Atlanta's not good. I think the point is that we all know what we're watching, and the Knicks aren't very good. Every time the Knicks lose, it's always, y'all don't understand, the other team's good. It's like, well, aren't the Knicks supposed to be good? Weren't the Knicks the team that opened the NBA
Title
season
contenders.
with the number 3 odds or number 2 odds to win the NBA title? And now you're like 9th to win the NBA title? Like, there's no one that actually is serious that watches this game and thinks the Knicks can beat this team in a playoff series. I don't care if it's one game. They're bigger, they're stronger, they're faster, they're better on offense, they're better at rebounding. Like, what are the Knicks better than the Atlanta Hawks at? And they're in year 1. Not even year 1. They just traded their franchise player. You better hope you get the Raptors round 1. Or you might not have a round 2. Like, if we just think that Jalen Brunson's going to wake up and average 40 in the playoffs, which he's had to do the last 3 years, I got beachfront property in Kansas to sell you, man. Like, shit ain't happening this year. When's the last good win they had? Someone go find me it. Because you're 0-5 in your last 5 games versus winning teams. Brunson into the lane, spin move, mid-range, miss. McCollum Guarded by Bridges, top of the key. Swings it to Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Bridges on him. Brunson switches. Pull up three. Missed it. Rebound by Towns. Last good win was either the Bulls or the Warriors. Those don't classify as good wins. As Mikal Bridges turned it over. It's a transition run out for Dyson Daniels. He misses the layup. Bridges saves it underneath his own goal. Luckily, it went into the hands of Jalen Brunson.
I saw someone say Denver almost a month ago.
Denver almost a month ago, exactly. I don't know. I've watched 90% of this team's games over the last 4 years, and this is like the worst version of them by far. Johnson off the screen, walks into the lane, rises up, throws it down. Get out of the way, Anunoby. Get out of the way, Towns. Knicks down 10. Brunson gets a screen from Towns. Kicks it back to him. He'll drive top of the key. Into the lane. Fouled. Counted and one.
I mean, the Knicks don't have anyone that can do that. The Knicks don't have any explosive athletes on their team.
Towns gets the free throw to go. Cuts it to 7. Johnson walks into the lane, lays it up, fouled. It's not my job to be positive, times of beauty. It's not my job to be positive. My job is to be honest, informative, entertaining. And I'd be lying to you if I said the Knicks were going to go to the NBA Finals. Or I'd be lying to you if I said I thought the Knicks were going to the conference finals. If you just want your butt rubbed and your back shoulders touched and you want to be told the Knicks are the best thing since sliced bread, there's probably a channel out there that'll lie to you. I'm not going to do it. I'm too much of a fan to lie. It's not my job to be a cheerleader. They haven't had a good win in a month. Just like I told you, everybody during that 7-game win streak, they're not playing good. Everyone tells a win's a win. Win's a win. Rather win than not. Okay. Knicks down 9. Towns driving, laying up and in. Luckily, that wasn't an offensive foul. Alexander Walker off a couple of screens. Lost it. Goes out of bounds. Turnover. Brunson almost lost it. Finds McBride for 3. Missed it. Rebound by Daniels. Outlet, fast break. Alexander Walker into the lane, off the glass. Missed it. Rebound by McBride. Anunoby to Towns. Towns for 3. Got it. Big shot from Cat. Cuts it to 4.
Knicks featuring Towns. He's playing a little more aggressive in the second half, and he can knock down some shots. That's obviously going to go a long way. He's up to 19. Still kind of got a lot.
12 in the second half for him.
Yeah, a lot of game left. Still got to continue climbing and then take the lead and sustain the inevitable Hawks run. But if he's hitting shots like this, he's going to mitigate some of that defensive impact that he may not have, or that he may cause the other team or benefit the other team. And if he can hit shots like this, it can help open things up for other people. That's why he was initially signed by Minnesota to a big contract, is because when he has the kind of ability to knock down these shots, and the gravity should make everyone's life easier. But when he's been shooting his career worst 3-point percentage this year, it's kind of just made things tougher for the offense, especially in that half court, like you mentioned before.
See if they can close this quarter. I don't know, man.
I think, like, one thing that's coming to mind now is, like, do you trust this team? Like, no, you don't trust this team. We've seen them have stretches where they play well, but I don't think you can count on them. I don't think you can trust them. It's kind of just like a mirage. Like, they'll have a good game here, or they'll have a really strong fourth quarter, or they'll go on like a big run, or even in that recent winning streak, and it's like easy to make you think like this team has the juice and has what it takes, but the numbers over the entire season don't lie, and what you see over the entire season don't lie, and it's just they're not consistent. Or, well, I don't know, did you say it was consistently inconsistent? They don't deserve to be trusted, or you don't feel like you can count on them at all.
What's up, Amir, Johnny? What's up, Brody? Crazy, and this Knicks can play like the beast team and play like the worst team all in one game. Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate. What up, Randall Neptune? All right, here we go. 5:20 left in the third. As they're showing the standings, the Knicks are one win above the four-seeded Cavs. Kuminga, drive, kick to Daniels. Hands off to Vincent. Back to Kuminga. Wide open three. Jalen Johnson in the corner. Missed it, but an offensive rebound for Atlanta. So the Knicks, out of a timeout, allow a wide open corner three, and then they allow an offensive rebound. Daniels at the line, makes the first. I just don't understand how, out of a timeout, like, they just swing the ball around the perimeter, get a wide open corner three, and then they get an offensive rebound as well. Daniels misses the second free throw. Since March 8th, the Knicks are 0-5 versus teams with winning records. It's April 7th. You haven't beat a team with a winning record in a month. A month. Towns inside to McBride. He'll pull it out. Drives by Mohamed Gay. Gets into the lane. Nowhere to go with it. Fades away from 6 feet. Doesn't matter. Shot clock violation. So out of the timeout, you've allowed an open three, allowed an offensive rebound, and turned it over via a 24-second shot clock violation. That's good stuff. Jalen Johnson swinging in the corner to Kuminga. Right back to him. Johnson back to Kuminga. Posting up McBride. The Knicks double. Mohamed Gay for three. No good. Got lucky. That was halfway down. Rebound by the Knicks. Brunson into the front court. Gets it to Robinson. Back to him. Brunson misses Robinson on the lob. Throws it into the corner to Bridges, and Bridges has his pass deflected out of bounds. Jalen Brunson's lack of playmaking out of the pick and roll has really hindered the Knicks offense this year. He refuses to make out of the pick and roll. Refuses. You just throw that up to the rim there, and Robinson is dancing on the rim. As Towns will be fouled before the pass by Kuminga. That should be a free throw and a shot for the Knicks. That foul was prior to the pass being caught. That should be a free throw and the ball for the Knicks. How is it not? The ball was never caught on the inbound. I don't understand the rules of the NBA because that is the rule. They'll go to a Towns post-up versus Kuminga. Has him on the block. Takes the contact, gets it to go. Should have been an and one. Good quarter for Towns offensively, 14 points. Kuminga drives on Robinson. Good defense. Forced to kick it out. Stolen by Bridges. 3-on-2 break. McBride for three. Missed it. Rebound by Atlanta. As Robinson dives on the floor and steals it. Brunson to Bridges. Laying it up and in. 1 point game. Knicks on a run here. Vincent off the screen. Gets it to Alexander Walker. Brunson picking him up at the Atlanta logo at half court. Walker kicking it out to Kuminga. Wide open three. Missed it. Rebound by Robinson. He'll get it to Brunson. 3 minutes left in the quarter. Brunson up the right side. Throws it in the post, and Kuminga fouls Towns.
Look at that hustle from Mitch. It just, like I saw someone say, he's making winning plays tonight. Knicks capitalize on it with a bucket. And also, on top of that, you got Karl-Anthony Towns starting to get into a rhythm offensively. A lot of things coming together here, and we've seen now that we had that double big lineup for a little bit before the Knicks make some additional changes here for the last 3 minutes.
Brunson, Shamet, Robinson, Anunoby, and Bridges. Brunson guarded by Onyeka Okongwu. 10 on the shot clock. Working on the right wing. Crossover, pull up from 18. Missed it. Rebound, grabbed by Atlanta. Anunoby didn't want to grab it, so he tapped it to Okongwu. And it'll be Jalen Johnson in transition, laying it up, missing. Okongwu gets the miss. Rebound by Robinson. Brunson to bring it up the left side. Finds Bridges in the corner for three. Missed it. Robinson tried to tap it up. He couldn't. And he falls to the ground. 3-on-3 break for Atlanta. Kuminga, drive, kick. McCollum, three. Missed. Anunoby can't grab the board, and it's tapped out into the hands of Shamet. 2:15 left in the quarter. Brunson going to get into a pick and roll with Robinson. Has Alexander Walker on his hip. Gets into the lane. Throw it up! Gets it to Robinson and lays it up and in. Why is that a bounce pass instead of just literally just float it up, man? How much harder are you making it on the big man to reach down, grab the ball, find the rim, and dunk it instead of just throwing it at the rim?
Yeah, that's right. Not maximizing the personnel there, using Mitch, what he does best.
As McCollum, step back, pass out of a shot. That's backcourt. They call it. Enough with the bounce passes, Jalen Brunson. Did you forget what happened in Game 1 against the Indiana Pacers where you threw the bad bounce pass to OG Anunoby and he fumbled the ball and you lost the game? Like, enough of bounce passes from 4 feet away.
Knicks have fought back to take the lead. You want to sub for Knicks Dubs, 1,000 people in the building. You want the Knicks to hold on to this lead, win this game. Subscribe to the channel. Let's go.
90 seconds left in the quarter. Knicks on an 11-1 run in the last 4.5 minutes. Brunson, pull up three. Got it. Big shot by Jalen Brunson.
Welcome to the basketball game, Jalen Brunson. Finally starting to make a big impact here. late in this third quarter.
7 points in the frame for him. McCollum, one-on-one versus Shamet. They'll now go to Kuminga. Brunson forces him to the baseline. There's Anunoby. Alexander Walker blows by Bridges into the lane, fouled. As Bridges might be hurt, holding his hand.
How are you going to close this quarter? Something that we like to monitor with a minute left. Can they get a score, stop, and score? Alexander Walker knocks down the first free throw. It's a 3-point game. It's a second to go. It's a 2-point game.
Bridges in the corner. Back to Shamet. Gets it to Towns. Towns hands it off to Brunson. Brunson to Towns on the roll. Into the lane. Hanging. Blocked by Okongwu. Driving left. Trying to finish with the right. I haven't seen it work one time this year. McCollum into the lane. Kicks it out. Okongwu for three. Splash. Okongwu on one end. Rejecting the shot at Towns. Okongwu on the other end. Splashing a three in the face of Towns. Left hand. Sit $52 million. Use the left hand. Has anyone ever heard me one time this year says Towns driving right to left, finishes with the right? Never. Never. Brunson backing down. Nickeil Alexander-Walker has him in the paint. Shot. Missed. Rebound grab by Anunoby. Possession stays alive. Shot clock is turned off. Brunson to handle at half court with 10 seconds. Brunson with 5, off the bounce, throws it into the corner. Anunoby for 3, got it! OG Anunoby knocks in the 3, falling to the deck. As CJ McCollum's shot is no good at the buzzer, and we're going to the fourth up by 2.
Big shot there by the Knicks and OG to knock that down, give them the lead. You guys know what it is. It's fourth quarter time. Get those 8s, get those OGs. Get those 4s going and grade the Knicks in that third quarter as well. Sound off. Let us know what you think. Fourth quarter, Knicks are taking the lead into the fourth after an up and down game where overall I don't think anyone would say the Knicks have played their best basketball. They're fortunate enough to have a lead going into the fourth. Thanks to Karl Anthony Towns catching fire a little bit in that quarter. Jalen Brunson finally starting to knock down some shots. And some good fight there to come back despite being down big earlier in that third and take the lead heading into the fourth. Let's go. Keep lighting up that comment section. Let us know what you think. Get those 4s going.
Wow.
It's kind of just part of the enigma that is this team was where they can just confusing.
You close that quarter on a 20-8 run. With 6:44 left in the third quarter, it was 71-61. Credit to him. Credit to him.
And I think one thing they did in that third quarter was cut down on those turnovers as well. They only are at 11. I don't know if they had any in that third quarter. I don't remember exactly what they had at halftime, but I think it was around 10, if not 11. So they cut down on the turnovers in that third quarter. You don't give up those free opportunities to Atlanta. That's going to help you out big time.
How tired are the Knicks going to be on Thursday versus the Celtics?
Shouldn't be.
I don't know if that's a joke, but they don't play for 2 days. I would hope they're not tired. If they are,
2
then
days off before this game as well.
Yeah, if they're tired, we have a conditioning problem.
1 game in 5 days.
See what they can do here in the fourth quarter, up by 2. I don't remember the exact stat, but they are one of the best teams in the NBA at winning games when they go into the fourth quarter up.
I think only 1 or 2 losses, if I remember correctly, when leading entering the fourth quarter. And obviously it's, obviously when they're winning in the fourth quarter, they're going to win more games. But Knicks, like you said, one of the best in the league at closing out games when they already have a lead in the fourth quarter. Let's go. We got 1,000 people in the building. If you are a diehard Knicks fan, you want this team to try and figure it out.
Mitchell Robinson's limping to the locker room.
That's not good.
This team can never have anything, man. They're just... Of fucking course Mitchell Robinson is walking to the locker room hurt. This has been a season from hell, man. I'm like, really? Mitchell Robinson's hurt now? As Robinson just walked back to the bench.
We're back.
As we'll start the fourth quarter with a miss by Atlanta and a rebound by Towns. It'll be Shamet, Towns, Clarkson, McBride, and Anunoby on the floor. It'll be McCollum, Daniels, Okongwu, Kuminga, and Risa Shea for Atlanta. Towns, right wing 3, no good. Ball tapped out by Clarkson. Saved by Shamet. They'll say he's out of bounds.
Good hustle from Shamet, unable to make the play, but you love to see that effort there, going after every loose ball, turning over every stone to try and win this game. What's going on, James Stein?
McCollum the handle, top of the key, gets a screen, gets a Okongwu on the action, kicks into the corner. Risa Shea 3 up, no good. Towns didn't grab the board, and then it's a steal. Risa Shea drive, finds Daniels who's cutting, out to Okongwu. Hands it off to Kuminga, sets him a screen. Kuminga out to Okongwu, drop the pass. Drives on Towns into the lane. Blocked by Anunoby from behind. Sixth block of the night for the Knicks. 4 for Atlanta. McCollum throws it into Okongwu. Okongwu in the corner. Back to McCollum. On the baseline, step back 2, missed it, but Anunoby gets beat to the board by Daniels. Then Daniels misses, then he gets his own miss, and the possession stays alive. Risa Shea for 3, missed it. Another offensive rebound by Atlanta. Ball is lost on the ground, and then a foul on the Knicks. They're going to go for 20 offensive rebounds tonight.
I mean, what we just talked about was like how the Knicks did a good job limiting the turnovers in that third quarter, and they did a lot of things better to go on that 20-8 run. And you start off the fourth quarter with the turnover there. Shamet has to try and get the ball out of bounds, unable to get it. You just give up probably, 3 or 4 offensive rebounds on this possession. You kind of just are doing the exact opposite of what got you back in this game. Not a recipe for success, and kind of just going backwards. Some good news is Mitchell Robinson checks back into the game for the New York Knicks.
Towns will sit down. McBride, Clarkson, Robinson, Anunoby, and Shamet. They're going to go to Johnson. Anunoby pokes it away. He'll recollect. 5 on the shot clock. Okongwu, top of the key. Shot blocked by Robinson. Into the backcourt. Stolen by Anunoby. Throws it down. And a bad fall, and OG's all right. Mitchell Robinson checks into the game. Sends the shot into the backcourt. And Anunoby with the effort. Scoop and score. As McCollum drive, layup missed. Guess what, though? An offensive rebound and a bucket for Atlanta. 19 offensive rebounds for Atlanta tonight. Shamet handling for New York. He'll get it to McBride at half court. McBride and an offensive foul on Anunoby.
I mean, an incredible block by Robinson. And then good hustle by OG. He wanted that ball more than Johnson wrestles it away from him, and it led to an easy bucket for the Knicks. But they have it right back, and it's still a 2-point game.
Johnson inside to McCollum. Going to go to work here on McBride. Takes some baseline. Step back jumper. Got it. 83-83. The Knicks' inability to grab defensive rebounds has given Atlanta life in this ball game. McBride tries to answer with a pull-up J. No good. The Knicks are one and done. Here comes Atlanta pushing the pace. Kuminga driving on Shamet. Knocks him to the ground. No call. Kick out. Wide open three at Kongwu. Missed it. Finally, the Knicks grabbed a rebound. It was Clarkson. Clarkson swinging to McBride. Into the corner to Anunoby. Guarded by a Kongwu. Jab step. Pull up three. No good. Atlanta trying to take the lead. Kuminga working against McBride. Kicks it out. Jalen Johnson wide open three. Splash. Atlanta up three. Knicks have to take a timeout. They've beat you with heart and effort in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, outside of that one play by Robinson and Anunoby, they have just wanted it more, grabbing multiple offensive rebounds, beating you to the ball, those 50-50 balls. And in this second half, you've let Jalen Johnson kind of catch fire after he was not really making a big impact in that first half. And this guy was an all-star this season. He's a guy that they're going to try and get going, and leaving him open is not a good idea. I mean, they are plus 12 on the offensive glass. In the field goal battle, they are still up by 14. They've got 14 more shots than you. Hard to win that way. It's just hard to win games that way. And yes, now we've had Mitch back in the game the last couple possessions, but it's not a one person thing. Rebounding is a team thing. All five guys are on the court for the Knicks have to commit to rebounding the basketball, boxing their guy out, attacking those 50-50 balls, and diving for those loose balls. Mitchell Robinson is not just a catch-all solution to getting more rebounds. Yes, he is a great rebounder, but he could do everything he wants, and if he's going against 5 Atlanta Hawks by himself, it's not going to end well.
You've also scored 2 points in the fourth quarter, that being an OG Anunoby breakaway dunk. So you haven't been able to score at all either. You've been outscored 7-2 in the quarter. See how they respond. They fold up, they quit, or they battle back. 1,100 people watching. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. 60 subs away from 86,800. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. Help us get here with almost 1,200 people watching. We could get there tonight. So please, if you are watching, consider to hit that big red sub button. It is free, and it helps the channel a lot. Thank you to everybody that has subscribed. Brunson, Shamet, Robinson, McBride, and Hart are the 5. Shamet to Brunson on the right wing. Guarded by Daniels. Tries to take him baseline. Driving baseline, kicks it into the corner. McBride going to have to heave to beat the shot clock. No good. Out of a timeout, we get a chuck and heave to beat a bleeding shot clock. Horrible offensive possession by the Knicks. No play drawn up. No advantage created by the coach. As Jalen Johnson fades. No good. Rebound by Robinson. Great defense by Hart. You'd think the Knicks would look to push offensively, considering they have 83 points, haven't been able to score, but they refuse and they want to play a half-court game. As Josh Hart drives, step back, good from 13.
He gets on the book.
Johnson catches from 23 feet out. He'll get it to Daniels, driving on Brunson, lost it, got it back. They should be doubling in the corner right there. He can't dribble. Instead, they allow a pass to Alexander Walker. He'll have 5 to shoot. McBride pokes it away, and it goes out of bounds with 1.9 on the shot clock. Can the Knicks get a stop, which means grab a defensive rebound here?
Get those twos in the chat. That was good defense by Deuce on Alexander Walker, poking the ball away, making it tough on Atlanta here with under 2 on the shot clock.
I almost think in situations like this, why are we guarding the ball on the inbound?
Yeah, there's not enough time to pass it and for him to get it back.
And if they do, you're just right there.
Yeah.
But instead, you're going to let him throw a lob to Kuminga, and he missed it, and he gets the offensive rebound. No, it'll just be a foul on the Knicks instead. Imagine if you just had Mitchell Robinson and you go zone, and Robinson is the one in front of the rim there. 1.9 seconds on the shot clock, and the Knicks out of an inbound. Foul Jonathan Kuminga. They're just not a very smart team. They don't ever make it easy. I just go to a 3-2 zone there and have Robinson guarding the paint. Luckily, Kuminga sucks, and he misses the free throw.
BADL, get those ball, don't lies going in the chat. Yeah, I mean, you theoretically don't even really need to guard that opposite corner that close. You can have that second bottom guy, if you're doing that zone, pretty much protect the rim and just kind of guard that near side perimeter.
As he makes the second, they still get a point out of it. As the Knicks roll with the same 5. I'd like to see them get Bridges back in the game. He was a great offensive player for them in the first half. Brunson from way downtown. No good. Robinson can't keep it alive. As McCollum will come up with a loose ball. 2-point lead for Atlanta. Alexander Walker for 3. Good. Knicks down 5. Brunson drive, pass, turnover. Threw it right to Kuminga. Kuminga working against Shamet. Beats him to the lane. Kicks it into the corner to Johnson. Inside to Mohamed Gay. Working against Robinson. Gets it to McCollum. Shot missed. Great defense by Robinson. He shut off 3 actions there. The Knicks should run. It's 5-on-4. They don't. Now they'll play with pace. Brunson, wide open 3. Got it. Come on, man. Wake the hell up. This team ain't going anywhere with the way you've been playing for a month.
They had to have that wide open. Brunson gets it and makes it a 2-point game.
Johnson drives by Hart. Ball poked away by McBride. And, of course, Atlanta is there first. They want it more. Alexander Walker with 5. Pull up 3. Missed it. Rebound by Brunson. Brunson into the front court. Guarded by Alexander Walker. Going to get a screen from Shamet. Gets it to him. Shamet beats McCollum off the drive. Lays it up. Robinson with the board. Goes up with it. Missed it. Goes up with it again and lays it up and in. Mitchell Robinson keeping the Knicks alive. Flexing on the Hawks. 90-90 with 5:28 left. As Atlanta has to talk about it.
Let's go. Mitchell Robinson, arguably the Knicks MVP. Get those 23s in the chat and get some LGKs as well. Let's go, Knicks. It's all tied up. 5 minutes left. This is a playoff-like environment right here against a quality opponent in Atlanta. And the Knicks are coming to play right now in the fourth quarter. Things they could do better, but they are right in this game with a chance to win.
Should close this game with 23 on the floor.
Absolutely. How do you take him off the floor? How do you take him off the floor? I mean, look at what he's doing from, like you said, that one defensive possession where he guarded 3 guys, started bringing the energy in the fourth quarter with blocking a 3-point shot, tapping it out, hustling after it. I mean, he is like, no one's ever going to call him your best player, but he probably, and at least tonight, has arguably been your most impactful player with what he does, the things he does well, and how he changes the game for the Knicks. $1,300 people in the building. If you want the Knicks to pull this one out, you like Knicks basketball, you like these watch parties, hit that subscribe button. Sub for Knicks Dubs. We're 53 subs away from an 86,800 subs. And if you want to watch this Knicks playoff run, you're going to want to subscribe to the channel. Turn those notifications on so you can know every single time we go live for the rest of the season and for the New York Knicks playoff run. Lock us in. Let's go.
We'll see what they can do. 50 subs away from our goal of 86,800. If you could, please hit that subscribe button. It is totally free.
And for the people who are already subbed, if you want to get your Knicks Now t-shirt, go to chatsports.com/Knicks Now to get it. It's in blue and it's in black. We've got both of them. Put that in the comment section for you guys. Want to help support us, get a shirt out of it as well. Chatsports.com/Knicks Now.
Ken Snyder says, don't see it, Marsh.
Don't see what?
I'm not sure what you don't see. Wonder how Zay and Tyler feel right now. Like, damn, I can turn the ball over too if you like. Keep Mitch, Robinson, Brunson, and Towns. Trade the rest, says Just Poker.
We'll see. Headed into clutch time right now. Jalen Brunson, was last year's clutch player of the year, known for his clutch playmaking ability and shot making. Is it his time now? The Knicks tied and about 5 minutes left as Robinson will sit on the bench. Hopefully that's not the last we see of him in tonight's game.
Mike Brown costed the game versus Oklahoma City for his late decisions and the substitution pattern. Tonight, he takes out Mitchell Robinson, who has been the fuel for any Knicks winning basketball tonight. Now it'll be Nickeil Alexander one-on-one with Brunson. Step back Jay in his face. Knicks down by 2. The commitment to this starting 5 is embarrassing professionally as a coach. Josh Hart, top of the key, hands it off to Brunson, gets the screen. Brunson guarded by McCollum on that right side of the floor. That's his spot on the right wing. He'll enter the post. Step back, contested 18-footer. Terrible offensive possession. Towns with the offensive board. Finds Anunoby underneath. Fouled on the layup. I don't get it, man.
Nice job by Towns securing that rebound. Does find Anunoby. The Knicks are like they're appealing for some sort of interference on that Anunoby dunk attempt. Doesn't look like they'll get it.
Anunoby to the line for 2 free throws. Chance to tie it at 92. He'll knock in the first. So we get a replay here. And that should be goaltending. His hand went through the net to block the shot. Knicks get screwed. Unless you could do that. I don't think you can. Anunoby knocks in both. 92 all. 4:30 left in the game. McCollum, left wing, gets a screen. Brunson is on him. They're trying to post Johnson. They'll run it again. Johnson catches from 23 feet out. Josh Hart all over him. He'll face up. The Knicks soft double. Now they retreat, and they leave Dyson Daniels wide open. Karl Anthony Towns was guarding the right block, and that's it. Daniels was on the left block, caught it, and laid it up. Towns guarding the hardwood. You know who wouldn't guard that? Mitchell Robinson. But hey, we got to pay Karl Anthony. We got to play Towns. Since Towns has subbed in for Robinson, the Knicks have allowed 2 scores, and then Josh Hart just turned it over. Alexander Walker for 3. That's the game if he makes it. He does. You take out Mitchell Robinson, and they score 7 straight points. Great job, Mike. Mike Brown again cost the Knicks the game with his late substitution.
And we came back from that break, and it was 90-90 with a little over 5 minutes left. And since then, it's been a 7-2 run for Atlanta. Mitchell Robinson was subbed out of the game.
Seven straight points in 2 minutes.
Yep, Knicks have not been able to stop anything since he got out of the game, including a wide-open point-blank layup. And a nice finish by Daniels, but he did not have to deal with any contest. Alexander Walker hit a few shots as well. And this is now a concerning trend of the Knicks not playing their best basketball down the stretch late in games in the fourth quarter. And Mike Brown going away from what was working there earlier on in that fourth quarter.
Karl Anthony Towns allows Dyson Daniels to catch the ball on the block and can't even defend it. It's hard to win when your best players aren't the best players. It's almost impossible to win when your coach impacts the game in a negative way like Mike Brown has for the past month. Brunson into the lane, layup, good, fouled and one. Do you think Mike Brown should take Jalen Brunson out now?
Well, he's a problem, so. Nice finish by Brunson through the contact.
Brunson from the foul line. He's been terrible from there tonight. He'll get that one to go. 2-point game. $13 points in the second half for Brunson, up to 19 on the night. McCollum gets a screen. Hart fights over. Brunson switches back onto him. They run it again. Johnson catches at the elbow, gets downhill, lost it out of bounds. Off Anunoby. It'll be Atlanta ball with 6 seconds left. They'll throw it in from the baseline. McCollum will be the one to throw it in. Sure, they'll try to get Alexander Walker the ball in the corner. They do for 3. Got it. Nickeil Alexander-Walker putting the Knicks to bed. 36 on the night. Towns using a screen from Brunson, and it's going to be an offensive foul on Karl Anthony Towns. They call it on Alexander Walker. Knicks get lucky.
I mean, you know who they're going to try and get to, who's been carrying them all game. They still trail on the screen, let him get an open catch and shoot. Look, you're there for the contest, but that hasn't mattered all night, so why would it matter now? Can't let him catch.
Brunson steps into the lane, lays it up and in. What was the point of trading for Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby if we're going to ask Josh Hart to guard a blazing hot Nickeil Alexander-Walker?
Yeah, they should be on they should be guarding the other team's best player, and he's been the best player for the Hawks in this game by far.
Hart again guarding Alexander Walker. Pokes it away. He gets it back. Spin move. Into the lane. Lefty scoop. Missed. Okongwu with the board. And it's going to be a shot clock violation. Knicks ball.
It's still not good enough by the Knicks, giving them an opportunity for the putback there. Not a lot of times. Didn't hit anything, but just not doing everything they can to ensure they're getting the stop there. Knicks down 3, 2.5 left.
They'll go to Towns on the left wing. Hands it off to Brunson. Brunson with space. Fires a three. Good! Jalen Brunson has caught fire in the fourth quarter. His 11th point ties it at 100. McCollum downhill. Lost it. Scoop by Brunson. Brunson's going to attack McCollum. Layup. Good! 102-100. Jalen Brunson showing off that he's still got the Superman cape.
That was it. There's something that changes when Jalen Brunson, when the game is in clutch time, and he turns into a different player. He's able to knock down that big-time three to tie the game up, and then off of the steal.
Shout out to Josh Hart poking that away from McCollum.
He makes a tough bucket on McCollum, goes in, gets physical, lays it up and in, and gives the Knicks a 2-point lead with 2 minutes to play here, putting them in position to close this game out. If they can get some stops, stop Nickeil Alexander-Walker, don't let him beat you, don't let him get open shots, and then once they play, if they can play the good defense, they've got to finish the possession with a rebound, secure it, and get the ball going on the other end, and not let Atlanta get on that offensive glass, which has killed you all game long.
Dragos, it was a joke about taking Jalen Brunson out because Mike Brown, the last 2 big games, has taken out the Knicks' best player. But I get it. Sarcasm doesn't always hit home.
At what point do you think the Knicks could start going offense-defense here down the stretch, and that could be a potential kind of preview for how that strategy is going to go in close games in the playoffs, especially with that Robinson Towns if they're not both in the game. And I mean, you can argue there's a different way they can play offensively with Robinson, but
I don't think Mike Brown's got that in his bag. 2 minutes left. Knicks up by 2. Starting 5 in the game. McCollum off the screen, walks into the lane, floater up and in. The easiest shot of the game comes up to tie it at 102. Jalen Brunson, that was god-awful defense, man. 102-102. They'll go to Towns on the left wing. Back to Brunson. Guarded by Daniels. Takes him baseline. Reverse pivot. Fall away 2. No dice. Hart with the board. His first impactful play. Out to Towns. Pump fake. Kick out. Bridges. 3. Not a chance. Rebound by Hart. Out to Brunson. We'll slow it down. 1:25 left. Brunson off the screen. 1-on-1 with Okongwu. He's on the right wing. That's his spot. Brunson sizing him up. Trying to get busy. Steps through the lane. Right-hand scoop. Missed it. Here Atlanta comes. 102-102. 65 seconds left. Alexander Walker hunting the matchup with Jalen Brunson. He's been on fire all night long. Now a screen to get Towns into the action. Alexander Walker 3, missed. Rebound by Anunoby. 50 seconds left. Ball in the hands of Jalen Brunson. Has the whole left side of the floor to himself. He'll get a screen from Josh Hart. Guarded by McCollum. 8 on the shot clock. Brunson, he's been clutch all quarter. Sizing up McCollum. Crossover. Step back. Foul line. Dances on the rim and it drops. Brunson puts the Knicks up by 2. 15 fourth quarter points for the captain. 20 seconds left in the ball game. McCollum off the screen finds Jalen Johnson. Driving on Josh Hart. Hanging, banking, missing. Rebound by the Knicks. Brunson throws it up ahead to Bridges. To Anunoby and he's fouled. That might be a flagrant. Anunoby with some chin music from McCollum. Wasn't a basketball play at all. If that was Towns, he would have been freaking suspended. Great defense by Josh Hart on Jalen Johnson. Hart didn't have his best stuff tonight, but he made 2 huge plays, offensive rebounds and defense to keep it alive. And Atlanta left the door cracked just enough for Jalen Brunson to waltz on through. Insane pass by Brunson.
Yeah.
I just don't understand what he was doing there.
Not worth the risk there. But
How is this not a flagrant, by the way? It's excessive, there's a follow-through, and it's to the chin of Anunoby.
yeah, I mean, that looked like a strong safety breaking up a pass over the middle. They would have flagged that in the NFL for excessive contact. But Jalen Brunson can't say enough about his clutch gene. They get the matchup on McCollum. They hunt that matchup. They want that matchup, and he takes advantage of it with big shot after big shot. They will continue to review this play, but either way, Knicks in a good spot. Should be going to the line at the minimum for 2 shots and a chance to put this game out of reach and make it a 2-possession game for Atlanta.
Long look at this one. I haven't seen anyone blame Jalen Brunson tonight. Why is that? How come no one in the chat is talking about the Knicks are better off with Jalen Brunson? Where are they at? Are we not allowing them to comment tonight, or are they hiding up next to their mommy? I'm not sure. Where are they at? I don't see them. I don't know. Did they stop watching this channel?
I don't know, but he's clearly the problem, so that's why he probably shouldn't have been out there in the end of the game when he hit multiple game-winning shots.
It'll be no flagrant, but it'll be free throws for Anunoby. You be easy, boy. You be easy, Marv. I'll be all right. It's not my first rodeo here. I think I'm doing all right. Watch who you're calling boy, by the way. It'll be Anunoby free throws.
What's been a theme already this game is the Knicks at the free throw line. An opportunity to close the deal here and shut the door and hit 2 here to make it a 4-point game. Just absolutely huge free throws for OG.
OG with a chance to put this one on ice. He'll toe the line here. First one. Got it. It's a big free throw. 105-102. As Anunoby knocks in the second. Timeout, Atlanta. It's weird. Are the people that have been blaming Jalen Brunson for the past month not here tonight?
I guess they all just decided collectively.
Was there like a ding-dong club announcement, like we're not showing up to the game tonight? I don't see him in here.
Yeah, maybe there's a hate Jalen Brunson stream, separate stream that's going on that no one's in here saying that he's the problem. And listen, for a lot of this game, he did not play well. He did not shoot the ball well. Had some costly turnovers in the first half where he was in his own head, but time after time, he shows up in the biggest moments. Does it again here tonight to give the Knicks a 4-point lead with 5 seconds left against the Atlanta Hawks. Shout out to everyone that's super chatting. We will get to those after the game. We appreciate you guys. Every super chat will get shown.
I haven't seen him in here, though, so if you guys see him, let me know.
1,800 people in the building. If you are ready for the Knicks to win this game and hopefully make the playoffs and make a deep run, subscribe to the channel. We go live for every single Knick game.
Here we go, 106-102. Johnson to throw it into for Atlanta. He'll get it to Okongwu. Okongwu swings to McCollum. Wide open three. Got it. 106-105. 1.5 seconds left. The Knicks will take a timeout. Never easy with this team.
Yep, I mean,
they don't have a timeout anymore, Atlanta.
So, I mean, it would be hard to mess this one up, but I don't love that they got a wide open look, but I think making them use some time was a good strategy.
Why was he so open?
Yeah, I mean, you double Okongwu. What is he going to do with his back turned to the basket inside the arc? Probably don't need to double him there. Let him. If he has no one open to pass to, he's going to have nothing to do.
The worst thing you could do here, and the Knicks do have another timeout to prohibit it, is take a 5-second violation. Even if you think that you're close, just throw it in.
Even if no one touches it, they have to inbound it from the other end of the court.
Yeah, I more so mean just put the ball in play. By the time Atlanta catches cleanly, turns, and shoots, they're at half court.
Yeah, that would be the idea, to just burn the time. The worst case scenario, no one touches it, no time goes off the clock. They still have to inbound it from the other end of the court. So, no, like you said, that would be the worst case scenario. Take no time, give them the ball right in front of their own basket with a chance to win the game. And like you said, Knicks have a timeout. I'm sure they're well aware, ready to call it if they need it. But it shouldn't be too hard, man. Just get someone open, get them the ball. Worst case scenario, chuck it down court.
Here we go, 106-105, 1.5 seconds left. Atlanta's going to have to foul on the catch. Hart will be the one throwing it in. Mohamed Gay to guard the inbound. Hart gets it into Brunson. Brunson will be fouled by Daniels with 1.2 seconds left.
All right, here you go, JB. Time to kind of beat those free throw demons from earlier in the game when you were missing easy free throws. Knock these two down.
Did Daniels foul out?
Looks like that might be the case, or they could have just defensed him.
Brunson to the line. We'll get to all Super Chats coming up in a second. Appreciate everybody for showing love tonight. Really, really do. 1,900 people in the chat. 21 subs away. Help us get there. Brunson, first free throw. Got it. I always wonder, do you just miss this? Make them grab the rebound, put it on the deck, and launch from 70 feet. I get it, a three you would lose, but now if you make this, you're giving them a set play. Either way, 1.2 seconds. If you lose this, you are destined to lose. I think if there was under 0.5 seconds left, I would miss it.
Yeah, they could still catch turn with this amount of time left.
Brunson, 107, 105 to put the Knicks up by 3. Got it. 1.2 seconds. Robinson to guard the inbound. McCollum, he'll have to knock it in from 3/4 court. And he banked it in. From half court. Oh my fucking God, this team, man. Did he get it off in time?
I think he might have taken too many dribbles, but
he made it. I'll see if he got it off in time. I don't think he got it off in time. Game is over. Knicks win. Knicks win. Knicks win, 108-105. Didn't get it off in time.
You win by an inch, less than an inch.
0.1 seconds.
Yeah.
That's another reason why I don't hate just missing there.
Yeah.
What are they going to do? Catch, turn, and shoot from 75 feet?
It would have to be a baseball pass. Yes. I mean, poor defense to let them get a shot with 1.2 seconds in front of half court with his momentum going towards.
I also wonder, like, what's the point of guarding the inbound there? You're technically just taking a player out of the way.
It's like we just talked about with the end of that shot clock, and like, they don't have time to catch it back. Like, they don't have time to throw it and throw it back to the guy. I guess you're trying to make the pass more difficult for him, but I mean,
just sucks all the fucking fun out of that win, man.
Yeah. I mean, just because, just to remind you, they could, Knicks, even when they win, they don't make it easy, so.
Wow. I don't know, man. $30 points for Brunson, 17 in the fourth quarter. Yeah, I'm with you, KB. That was I mean, wow. That was wow. I mean, that was game 1 versus Indiana all over again. Unbelievable. That was like a playoff game. That was like a playoff game. Yeah, my heart dropped too. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. It wasn't pretty, King Kenya, but they found a way. I cannot believe that. It did not count. No, thank God. Thank God, man. I mean, I can't get over that. That was crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let's run through these super chats as those are stacking up a little bit. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. I mean, that wasn't even from half. That was from like 3/4 court.
Yeah, he kind of wasn't like a normal release. He kind of had to push it because he knew he had to get it off quickly. He took a few dribbles. I guess the thing you do differently there is you try and get your foot on the sideline. You don't let him go by you. You force him to change direction. He doesn't have enough time to change direction. Brunson lets him get through the tiptoe down the sideline. He's able to get a shot off. But wow, Liv, yeah, Jalen Brunson, Superman. Towards the end of that game, offensively hitting shots for the Knicks. Shout out to you, Liv. Liv back again. I believe this is when you were asking where all the ding-dongs were. He says, okay, I'll bite. JB is bringing the Knicks down like an iceberg on the Titanic.
Kenya says you wouldn't have fouled him.
I guess they could have did that, too.
Yeah, I wouldn't have fouled there.
Too much, or not enough time left.
I think the only thing I do there is miss that second free throw on purpose. 1.2 seconds left. By the time you jump, catch the rebound, come down, there's 0.7 seconds. It's nothing but a heave there. There's no more passes, and you're shooting from below the free throw line. Albeit, if they make it, you lose, but I don't know. Yeah, Jay Liv, you know it better than anybody. Jalen Brunson's the problem. That's what the kids say these days. I think those same kids are probably children of their parents who blamed Patrick Ewing for the Knicks. So, ding dongs stick together. It's in the blood. It's in the blood. Ty Dubs, yeah. They got to win. This was a bit premature, but they pulled it out for the guys. They pulled it out for the guys.
Dubs. Yes, sir.
So he came back with a second one, I think, after this. So this is, I am changing the super chat. He came back with a second one for the Knicks officially getting it done. So
Dubs, they got it done, man. It didn't feel like it, but they did. They did. That was insane. I still can't believe that went in.
Little March Madness vibe to this game with the national championship going on right now. I don't even know. I hear Jack Lauderay celebrating over there, so I don't know what's going on. But
they're up a little bit.
All right.
Him, 2722. What up, my man?
Says, I swear this team has had way too many Reggie Miller moments this past couple of years. Maxey Game 5, Neesmith and Halley Game 1, and now this. Basketball gods don't like us.
I've never seen a team like.
I mean, that's he chest passed it. He had to because he knew he had to get the ball out of his hands. That's not a. I wanted to say I mean. How could he take that many dribbles? He took like 3 dribbles in 1 second. Tenth of a second too long. Shout out to you, him, 2722. OG.
It's unreal. It's unreal. The Jalen Brunson phantom foul call 2 years ago against the Rockets.
Oh my God, that one was crazy.
There's just been an unreal amount of these. The Devin Booker game winner at Madison Square Garden 3 years ago.
Luka Doncic play.
Yeah, the 8. They were down. They were up 8 in that game with like 35 seconds. It's always something with this team. It's always something. I appreciate you, bro. OG, what's up, man? It's weird. I enjoy the win, but that game was painful. I really don't like the cardiac Knicks games. I don't even classify these Knicks as cardiac Knicks. These Knicks are.
I think it's like cardiac in a different sense. Like it's just like stressful to watch late. Not like this Knicks have that cardiac gene in them. Just they almost put you into cardiac arrest with how they play down the stretch.
Yeah, this is more just like. And I don't say it's joking. Like they are bipolar. Like that's just what they are, man. Like they are the most.
Insert whatever.
Consistently inconsistent team I've ever seen. Unreal. That was crazy, OG. That was unreal. It feels. I don't know. Tommy, let's go Knicks. Stephen A. Yes, yeah. We don't really talk about him on this show. He's not a Knicks fan. There's no reason to waste energy on him.
We got Gregory Williams coming in. Says, hey, Marshall, you want some of these Tums?
I could use a lot of those Tums, man. I'm going to have heartburn and all that nonsense. That was way too stressful of a game, and for it to be a late April game that the grand scheme of things doesn't really matter. That was wild, man.
Caught up.
Unreal. Greg Williams says, skipped my super chat again. I don't think we did. If we did, not on purpose, but I think we've hit all of them.
We did. This was the only other one we had, which was before the game. We did this one.
Yeah, we talked about this one, Greg.
And then it was that. They take a little bit of time to roll in. So we try and get them up there once we can get them from YouTube into our system so we can put them on the screen. But try and show every single one.
I don't know what you want me to say, Ethan. I don't know what you want me to say, man. Love the way the Knicks played in the second half. Thought they played really well. Yeah. This team is beating the optimism out of me. So like. We showed it on screen, Greg. We showed it on screen, and I told you, yeah, I could use some. Doing out haterade. What up, Lord Buddy Bear? Terrence Myers proud of JB's second half. Yeah, Jalen Brunson cooked in the second half, man. He did. Kind of looked like the guy that should be in MVP conversations and one that you want Jalen Brunson to play like. Like that was big time stuff, man.
Yeah, finally got out of his head with the turnovers as well. Had those 2 early turnovers, only finishes with 3 turnovers while dishing out 13 assists, 30 points. Really starts to kind of take on that scoring responsibility in that second half, especially in that fourth quarter, and even more specifically during crunch time with a bucket after bucket after bucket, putting on that Superman cape like only he does best for the New York Knicks. And wasn't his best shooting performance, but he hit the shots when they counted. That's what you can count on him doing game after game after game.
That was something, man. That was something. Unreal. I can't quite put my finger on what, but we got to figure it out. Why did this game not matter? I mean, I guess what I mean by that is like
it felt like a playoff game. It's a regular season game.
Yeah. Yeah, I was right there with you, Callan. My stomach dropped. I think we should keep Brown on the staff for defense. We need to pick up Mark Jackson for head coach.
Why didn't we think of that?
Yeah, I don't think that Mike Brown would stay on the staff if he was fired from being the head coach, to be honest.
The Giants really missed out by not keeping Dable as the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, Jay Liv, I'm Blue Moon. The best thing about a live stream is you can rewind to go find it, brother. If you spent the energy you did to type that comment out 5 times, you could just rewind and watch it. I think I was just like everybody else. Shot up, he fucking made it. I wasn't happy. I'm sorry. B Fitz, what's up, man? Let's go Knicks. Grab us as the Raptors are going to blow out the Nuggets. Has that game started? When the monitor. All right, we're going to get on out of here. I'm not feeling all that well. We'll end on Jay Liv's super chat. Says, now imagine you've been a fan for 43 years. Yeah. Unreal. I mean, this team has put me through it just over these last 4+ years. So, and they've been winning, and I can't complain about them winning because I watched them trade for Zach Randolph and do all that, according to Mike Breen. A win. Almost feel like some joy was stolen because of it, but they won. Hopefully the way they played in that fourth quarter and in the third quarter is what translates into the playoffs. Team's got a long way to go. They got to keep it going. We're back live on Thursday. Until then, we'll see y'all later. Let's go Knicks.